Calling, it whispers in the breeze.
An ancient sort of siren shivers in the trees.
A shanty sung by heroines and heroes lost to time.
It promises adventures for those who pay it love.
That advantage to your role, though the journey takes its toll. We shall stay hardy, friends remain while facing foes to the dungeons and the dragons we will roam. That advantage.
Because actually someone, I think that purple dragon joined because they saw it last time.
Yeah. We also have Nightbot who's gonna be doing stuff.
Okay, cool.
Ooh, what the hell? Stop
Nightbot
spamming
just said
emotes. Nightbot, we can have emotes. Let me fix it. This is gonna go weird.
Stop spamming emotes! Oh my god! Nightbot said no rights for anybody.
I mean, but
Kind of
that,
transphobic.
no,
Yeah,
it's
literally.
good to have.
Literally.
All right, yeah, go ahead. I'll just go play with this.
Alright. Well, we're big again.
What?
Everyone check, is our thing actually... Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
I'm all nervous that... Now I'm all paranoid. I'm like, is someone gonna be in our chat telling us we're terrible again?
Yikes.
Alright, well,
Jesus fucking Christ.
we're back. We have a lot to do. We are a little late, which is everyone's fault but my own, obviously. So I think we should just go ahead and do AJ's quote, right?
Yes. So basically, it's not really a quote, but it's all the efforts to get Mads and Marvas together. That whole clip of time, I thought it was very hilarious, very haha, funny.
Abby starts screaming and slamming her wall. It's so funny.
I wasn't screaming.
It was like a scream laugh. It was very, but no, it was very funny. That whole thing was
Let's
very
not
good.
forget the DM fully sliding out of their chair.
Yeah.
I didn't want to be there
That's what made
anymore.
me cackle. It wasn't even
Melted.
everything going on. It was the fact that we broke you. And that's what it took.
It was very
I did get it clipped. We have one clip.
Funny.
Yes, it was very good though. Well, yes, you know what? We'll count that as a quote because it's somewhere on the internet. So you can go look at it if you want. But I think I want someone to do me a D100. We'll do our roleplay exercise and then jump into this because I'm sure, as you can see with all the people on the screen, y'all probably want to get going on that, right? Right? Okay. 42.
Sorry,
All right.
shout that.
Oh, this is a cute one. So someone comes up to you and they ask your character, what do you think the true meaning of life is? And I usually go from Marvas to Mads, but let's start with Mads and go to Marvas this time. So Mads, what is the true meaning of life?
The true meaning of life has evolved in meaning. I don't know. It's something that's reoccurring and can be ended.
You know what? That's fair. That sounds like a barbarian answer. June?
Oh, you said you were gonna do Marvas next. Now you said you're gonna do James next.
No,
You're
I
like
said
keeping me on my toes.
Mads to Marvas. That's how the overlay is.
Oh.
You even watch the stream, sweetie?
I usually look at the Discord setup, not the. Okay.
Oh.
Anyways.
Oh, that's fair. Maybe we'll start. Well, no, it's always the same order too. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I think that the whole point of life is to see and learn as many things as possible. And sometimes it's a lot shorter than it ought to be. But them's the breaks. Haha.
As you're dying.
Yeah.
Fun
You're not scared to die, girl. It's eating your life. Like, come on.
Alright, fun luck.
Funlack would probably think the meaning to life, or I guess the journey of life would be to leave a legacy behind.
Yeah, that sounds like a noble dwarf answer. So. Alright. Oh, what'd I do? There we
What
go.
did you do?
I don't know. I'm learning new things with my computer all the time, apparently.
Okay, Grandpa, come on.
Literally. Okay, so they did. Let's close that. Himeros, what is the true meaning of life?
Well, the true meaning of life, this is easy. It's live, laugh, love.
I fucking knew it. I
That
fucking
would-
knew it.
that would be something that Amorima followers would have like. in their house.
Unironically, yeah.
I don't know.
Everybody's
Laugh
faces
and
when I
love.
stepped out was so iconic.
Well, because I think you were trying to troll us, but to be quite honest, I do see Amorima followers being like, yes, yes.
It's like a troll, but also like legit. That's
Whatever. We're moving on. Marvis.
No, now I'm thinking about my grandparents who have literally 5 live, laugh, love signs in their house.
Do they worship Amorima?
No, they worship Jesus.
Mm.
oh,
Not the same thing.
oh, look at them.
For Marvis, the true meaning of life is having a safe bed to lay in with a group of loyal friends. Not all in the same bed.
I would have never guessed that.
Oh. Well, ain't that cute? All right. Well, that was cute. Okay, so
And now everybody dies.
literally, get ready, everybody.
Oh, far out.
Suck it to me. All right. Well, let's see. So yeah, Oh, recap. I forgot all about that. I guess we should do that too at some point, right? Who wants to do? Does anyone want to volunteer? Or do you want me to force y'all when y'all do it?
I could probably do it. I got my notes in front of me.
All right. Yeah.
nice.
You know, go for it. I would love for you to.
I would also love for you to.
Okay. Well, oh my god, so much happened last episode.
TRL.
Started with the party finally catching up to Marvis's dad and finding Mad's mother, who for some reason went crazy, and well, we know, but we didn't know at the time, went crazy and really wanted Mad's as a weapon. And then the party teamed up and was like, no, we're not giving it to you. So the mom got angry and turned into a bear and attacked us, and then Marvis's dad just like dipped and got out of there. Still don't know where he is or why he keeps running away. We, after a chase scene and the mother, I forget what her name was.
I think y'all killed her before
Before we
we
found
got
out.
that.
Okay. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
Matt's with her
Well.
name, but that's fine. But we did a chase scene, and then she turned back into her normal form, and then turned into a bigger monster that had like glowing crystals on her, I think. And then we found out that the axe was made of some special material that was from Sata gear.
Advantage for the first person who could tell me the name of that material.
It's Gardenite. Is that
Yeah,
how
it was like
is?
Trendolite.
Is it that? It was something like that.
Right? Trendun Date.
Oh, I spelt it like that.
That's not how I spelled it.
Actually, I said Trendidate. That's what I spelled it as.
Close enough. We'll give it to Mads.
Okay. And then we found that the mother had a symbol of the drowned cry on her that had seemed to have turned her into a monster, and then she had an orb or something in her mouth. What was it? Like a ball? That went on Marvas's...
That was the other monster.
Was
Yeah,
it the
that was
other
a
monster?
different
That was the other monster?
monster, yeah.
Okay.
I think the Marvas thing came up because June kind of mentioned it. Like, she had
Was that what it was? I remember we were talking
Along
about
those lines.
Marvas's
Yeah.
stuff. I guess it all just
Yeah.
came back. And then
Because
Susie...
I was saying the dad or whatever, the connection with the dad or whatever.
Maybe.
Because, like, the dad was talking with her mom. I was like,
We
oh my
were-
god, maybe they're both part of the drown cry. And
I know, we were talking in circles for a good hour.
Yeah.
So good.
Susie Q died, and
Rip.
we found out that she also had the same symbol on her, but she asked us to send her to the
What's it called?
Few
Few
Plane,
Plane.
There you go. And what's the
Um,
few plane?
Good.
the afterlife, right?
Kind of.
It's like purgatory.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
It's
Where everybody except for like a handful of people go.
yes.
it's
It's basically where
D&D
like it's,
heaven.
it's like D&D heaven's waiting room almost.
Yeah. But she asked us to do her little ritual so she could kind of save her soul before she turned. She drank a
Yes.
potion
Mhm.
and killed herself.
Mhm.
And then,
Lots of that in the
Funlet
dark
grabbed the crystals off the body. Then Himeros confronts Marvas about the weapon, and then decides the big argument happens, and then Marvas like storms off, and then Funlack puts Susie's body to rest and gets her a grave. And then Himeros apologizes to Marvas, assuming that the woman that they are, I forget what the phrase was, but they have ties with is an old ex-girlfriend. And so they decide they go to apologize to Marvas and then decide that they're gonna try and help them through this hard time. And then fucking June decides or deduces that Marvas's type is the same as Mad's, and so now they want to set them up together. I can't. And
It was
then
hilarity ensues.
Jesus. Before exiting the cave, we find a lot of dead bodies with the same drown cry symbols. And then we find some mushrooms that Marvas seems to care about. I don't think we ever figured out why. And then we get out of these damn caverns and we run into Godfrey Yillis. Is that right?
Something like that. Yellis.
Yellis and
Yellis.
Kinsley.
I can't read my own handwriting.
Kinsley.
Kinsley, Yellis, and Narlook.
Narlook. Okay. And they tell us we need to hurry and that we were dumb bitches for opening up the book and that we need to find somewhere safe, and takes us to the cranberry farm with June's family. And then when we get in, I think we ran inside to a birthday
June
party.
and Himeros ran ahead.
Yes. Yeah, so only June and Himeros got told happy birthday.
Yeah.
But you left out something very important. Narlook found you and knew you opened the book because every true vampire...
All true vampires
Oh,
sensed it.
And who else is a true vampire?
Blassa,
The
that
evil
fucking
bitch. Yansa?
Yeah.
Blassa.
Lassa all on your lips like liquor.
Lhasa?
Lhasa just came out with a new
Who came
country
up with these
album.
fucking names?
Oh my god.
Just name her Beth. I don't know.
Beth.
Beverly.
Vlasa? VLASSA.
VLASA.
VLASSA.
Oh, there's only one S.
There's only one S,
Positive there's
though.
one. Ah, who knows?
I wrote it with two.
So dumb name. So
I wrote it with two.
yeah, y'all do that. So let's go ahead and get started. Yeah, y'all are in this cabin, and a bunch of people just threw confetti on Himeros and June and screamed "Happy Birthday!"
June's shoving Himeros over and immediately tackling her mom in a hug and like immediately just starts sobbing.
And I run up to Dimitri and straddle him on this couch.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Do I need to make a performance check?
I don't think you have to. I think we know.
Oh,
how
okay.
it goes.
Because I can. Actually,
Oh my God,
Himeros
tell me
like straddles him and flips his hair sensually, trying to perform.
Why? Okay. Sure. Do a performance check then, if you're so
Okay.
keen on it.
A 16. I look
16?
hot.
Dimitri's
18.
very,
18.
18. Dimitri's very impressed, and so is the goblin, dark elf, and April. All next to you too. They're like, oh well, that was interesting. I guess that
June just
That's
sobbing in the back and like,
happy birthday.
We're not Polly. Sorry about it.
oh my god.
Did you just play the game, David? Okay. Ren's going to like kind of pat you up, like give you a hug at back, June, and kind of like caress your hair, and as you're crying, and she's gonna be like, I was just so worried about you. I'm so glad you're okay. But maybe we should go ahead and get you some eat. Something to eat? Are you hungry, honey?
Yeah.
All right, well, let's go ahead. Let's take you up in the kitchen. We'll get you something to eat, okay? But don't get that cake yet. We're gonna save that, all right?
Oh, okay.
And then Dimitri, who it has a sling on his arm, and like kind of like a bruise under his cheek, is going to go in and like obviously give like a kiss to Himeros, and just say, I was so worried. Trixie told me you found me. I can't believe we found each other, even though we, everything that happened, and now we found each other again. It's as soon as Grace. I'm just so grateful for everything.
It's fate. It's fate. I'm so relieved and happy to see you.
Yeah, I hate you. I'm a loss for words for once, but maybe after all of this we can just go home. I must admit. But do you mind, as excited as I am to see you, maybe getting off my arm?
Yeah. Sorry. And I'll scooch in between thing.
Not the thing.
Oh my god.
What?
This is making show your Olandian colors here. Damn.
Dimitri's gonna kind of like rest his head on Himeros' shoulder.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm so happy.
It was so crazy. I woke up halfway through the plains, kind of south of Oland, and Trixie was like fending off some Olandians. It was insane. And then April came. She saved us, brought us here. Like we've had quite the 10-day, I would say.
I'm sorry. I'm so glad we've had the help of those two people to keep you safe.
Me too. But hopefully everything stays safe. I heard some more troubles coming through with Oland, but it feels like nowhere's safe anymore. But at least we can find some solace with each other for a moment.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Speaking of which, whose house is this?
This is Mr. and Mrs. Kennedy's farm.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Probably like pictures, like I would think, like, well, I don't know. Is there cameras in this world?
There's not cameras, but there's like paintings and stuff, like
Okay.
pictures and stuff.
Maybe
Yeah.
there's like a painting over the mantle or something, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, the Kennedys kind of had gotten a few people together here, and more people are down in that one city, I guess the capital of this state, and preparing for something that they know is coming. So, but luckily they April told us that you would be coming this way, so they were so kind to let us stay in this house waiting for y'all. So
I'll be sure to thank them later.
and then this like goblin kind of like jumps off the couch and just goes, "Well, I know I'm not one for awkward moments as much as I would love to sit here. I guess I should probably have some manners and leave you to maybe this whole couch, which you could have shared, but maybe you could have gone to a smaller area. But I guess, you know what, I will rule myself for this situation. Dimitri, I'm really glad you found your new friend. I'm really glad you found Dimitri. I guess I'll just, maybe go see if they'll finally let me go partake in some of that cake before Marvas shows up."
Dimitri, who was that?
Oh, that's V? They're from Chin Yu. They told me they'd never been to the surface before. So that's probably pretty overwhelming for them. And then he kind of puts his hand over his mouth and like whispers, "But between you and me, I don't think he's that impressed, because the Chattering Isles are kind of just dark too. So if he ever went to Orland, his mind would just, I fear, blow in millions of pieces. But he seems excitable, to say the least."
Very cool, very cool.
April will kind of walk up, put your hand on your shoulder, Himeros, and just be like, "Now I told you I would do everything I could now."
Yes, thank you so much. I mean, I kind of believed in you since June likes you so much, but,
Well,
thank you.
well, it's the least I could do. It's, you've been helping my cousin out so much, and, well, let's just say fate brought us all together, and we can hopefully stay that way, okay? And she'll smile at both you and Dimitri, and I'll be on my way. Y'all enjoy the rest of your company. If you need anything, Dimitri or Himeros, you don't hesitate to holler now, okay?
And thank you so much.
Of course. And then she's gonna go over, kind of like put her back on June, and just sort of like kind of small talk with her as well.
Yeah, she's gonna immediately turn to her and like immediately start sobbing, using her as well, like a big hug.
Yeah. And then she's gonna have like small talk probably between you, her mom, her dad, your aunt is also there. Just kind of, we'll just say having general small talk about like the normal conversations, which would be like, "We're glad you're well, we're glad you're safe, like we've heard everything that's happened from all these different people, blah 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 blah." With that said, I do want to go to the other party members. What are y'all doing as you're going up to the farm?
I think Marvas is like, he's gonna kind of like peer in the door and kind of like leave his glaive by the door as he like starts to walk in, and I think he's gonna see Rem and just like immediately like not run but like quickly walk over to him like awkwardly, like an awkward little shuffle.
And then as Rem is going to go to speak, V just goes, "Oh, happy birthday!" and like spits food that he's like shoved all in his mouth, like just spewing all over you. And then this little deep gnome girl kind of goes up, kind of smacks V on the back of the head. "Now we told you it was supposed to be a surprise, and you ruined it at the very beginning. You can't tell Marvas from two human people. What's wrong with you? You ruined the surprise. Happy birthday, Marvas. It's good to see you. I'm glad you're doing well."
He kind of like like some sparks kind of like fly out of his nose a little bit. He's very embarrassed. But he like kind of ruffles V's hair and he's like, "Chew your food."
There's no time for chewing because, we could all be dead in a few days according to what these people are saying. So you gotta get your food where you can. Well, and then the dark elf is going to put his hand on the kind of like rest it on the head of this goblin, just be like, well, I must say we're just all very excited to see you back. Must admit this is a quite different change of pace from Shade Point, but I feel we can come accustomed to this. Were you finding everything in the Isles that you were hoping to find so far, or has misfortune just seemed to have found you? As he kind of like smirks.
It's been weird, I'll admit.
Oh, well, weird is an understatement. You know, that little human from Orland, he told me, like, oh, welcome to the surface, little dwarf. And I was like, oh, this is the surface that I've heard so much about, the sunny skies. Well, if you tell me that sun looks mighty cloudy, and I can't tell the difference between it, really. It looks as if I was just looking at stalagmites or stalactites. I don't remember which one is which, but it looks like I was looking at the roof of the cave on Shade Point. If it were me. And then the little deep gnome girl. But that's because you're not really grasping that this is the Chattering Isles. There's Shadowfell energy. I've tried to tell you, Marvas, I've told him plenty of times, and I think Rim's just given up. But anyways, what were we going on about again? I feel like we may have gotten lost in the conversation.
Marvas just says, I don't know, but I'm just happy you guys are okay.
Well, we're happy you're okay too. We did tell Miss Kennedy how to prepare a traditional Chinyuan cake, the Korvaleski. But between you and me, I don't think the Chattering Isles has all the ingredients to do so. So she did her best, but she said that we're not allowed to cut it until you get here because it's an island tradition that apparently that the birthday person has to serve the cake to all the guests first. I don't know, but who am I to not abide by these new customs? And since it's our first time here, I thought it would be fun to partake. So, but maybe we can go get some of the other food. You must be hungry, and we can talk a little bit more. And then the dark elf would be like, yes, I would very much love to hear all the stories that you've come across. Now that we know you survived them with your tail intact, we suppose it wouldn't be out of line to poke a little fun at any of the troubles you may have crossed on the way, right? I mean, at least you're here. It looks like no one's died, so maybe we can. I think they had some meat in the kitchen. Perhaps we could see how bad this Chattering Isles meat is, and we can just talk about all the stories. There is a tiefling woman here, worships the goddess of safety and rest. That woman, she has a lot of stories. So perhaps once your stories start to get boring, we can start talking to her. And then they're
I haven't seen you in so long, and you're already calling me boring. Wow.
Well, an exciting story would have been like maybe you lost an arm, or maybe you lost an eye, or maybe you lost a friend, but all your friends are here, and all your eyes are here, and all your arms are here, and maybe it's just not that. Maybe you're just not that exciting, Marvas. But happy birthday! And then they're gonna the goblin and the deep gnome are gonna grab each of Marvas's arms and like drag him over to this kitchen area where all the food's at. But the dark elf boy is also gonna follow you. And when y'all, by the way, like on this giant table that's in the middle of this like dining room, there's like a bunch of different kinds of foods. But like traditional like Chattering Isles food. So there's like this like stew that has like shrimp and potatoes and corn and stuff in it. That's like on a big boil. There's a bunch of like chicken that's like deep fried, as well as like there's like obviously like some what you would assume to be cranberry sauce in the middle. There's a bunch of different kinds of pies. There's like different kinds of like stew, like cabbaged like things which are like almost like collard greens. There's a bunch of different meats. There's almost like a potato salad, some mac and cheese, like all these foods that particularly to everyone except for June would be like very like not traditional food. Like this would all be very odd to you. So
Is Doodle also very odd to the other two fellas in the room? Who
honestly, probably not for the Underdark people. They don't have tomb spiders, which what Doodle is. Doodle's technically a tomb spider, but they do have giant spiders in the Underdark at Shinyu, especially like kind of in the Shade Point area. They would have giant spiders, but also the Underdark in Shinyu also has driders, so they're kind of used to spiders and like spider-ish things, but like the two Olandians that are in the room, they've kind of been consumed with each other. So I don't know if they would have. I don't know if they would have. I don't know if they would have noticed. Yeah, I don't know if they would have noticed. But Dimitri probably was freaked out at first, and then obviously figured it out real quickly. But I don't even think Himeros has noticed. So, I'm gonna say the other three kind of are in here as well. So yeah, Funlack Mads, what are we doing?
I think Funlack probably walked in after Marvas and was just kind of standing around listening to the conversation.
Yeah, I'll say the other two walked in. Okay. So the floor is all of y'all's, my lovelies. I don't know. I know there's gonna be a lot of different conversations.
Yeah, I know there's a lot. I don't want to just like hop in.
Is there anyone in this room that Funlack recognizes besides the people we've already met? Or is these all new faces?
Other than your party members, you recognize April and you recognize Trixie.
So, just the people we've already met?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't recognize anyone else, unfortunately. Same with you, Mads. You don't recognize any of these people. I would say that the three that are here, though, Yellis, Kinsley, and Narlook, would go up to y'all and maybe spark up a conversation. Kinsley, who is this really cute, like, halfling girl, very short with, like, the blonde hair. I think I already described her, but there's her.
Yeah.
She would just go up to you and just be like, well, I must admit, it was very foolhardy of you to open that book, but I suppose with everything that's going on, I don't, or well, shouldn't be surprised by your suspicions of it. But perhaps we can use it in our favor. I mean, I'll do anything to get those Olandians back for what they've done to Kima. And then the bigger, taller, muscular man next to her will kind of put his back put his hand on her back and lean down a little bit and just be like, sorry, you're just gonna have to forgive us. Both of us we're representatives of our island and we both lost them, so I don't want to speak for Kinsley too much, but I guess just a part of me feels guilty for not being there, but maybe we can do better here, prevent another island from getting lost. So, we're glad that y'all are helping, I guess is what I'm trying to say, and thank you. Yes, thank you. That's, I guess, what I'm trying to say as well. Between everything, all these relationships just tend to be so fragile, so. But please make yourself at home on the islands. This isn't our island, but it is our home nonetheless, so. If you need anything, let us know.
So, let me get this straight. Oh,
Kirby said you're not.
I guess I'm
Is
not
that the
allowed
shit
to
about
speak.
you, bitch?
That was loud. Oh, that scared me.
You're so immersed.
I know.
Literally.
So let me get this straight. You are disappointed in us trying to find more information after escaping a giant battle, not having any information, but it's okay for you to throw a birthday party while we're out there fighting? I appreciate nothing that you have said. We have no information. We were given something that was incredibly important and had to fight every day since we left. But it's okay for you to sit here and have a birthday party. Please, do not condescend me or my companions for getting here. Yes, we did not know that this item was so dangerous. Nobody told any of us.
No one told you not to open the book? Well, I guess that's on us then if no one told you to open the book. But, regardless, it happened. The situation is what it is, and frankly, this might be the last birthday party any of us attend, so you will do well to know that we're going to enjoy it. Because my home is gone, and if you want to see more, then I guess we can stand here arguing. Or we can pretend to like each other for the next couple of hours or days at best, until one of us inevitably dies or more of these islands sink into the ocean.
Or I have a better idea. How about instead of pretending to like each other, we have a conversation and try and build some trust?
We don't need trust. We need to survive. And if you want to spend your time doing that, then I guess we can. But I just need to trust in the fact that you know how to, and she'll point down to your sword, swing that thing around at the right people at the right time. If we want to get all argumentative.
If you don't want to have trust, then we should not be in the same room. We just battled friends who turned enemies in mere moments. That is the kind of world I guess this area is now turning into. So, excuse me, but yes, trust is incredibly important right now.
He's gonna look at the guy, the taller guy next to her, and say in Yalish, "See, I told you, a noble dwarf, no matter where they come from, just couldn't have been trusted." And then she's going to walk toward the kitchen area.
Wow, what a bitch.
And then the other guy, the taller, muscular man, is just going to be like, "Well, I am really sorry that all of that happened. She's just a little upset, but she's got a short temper on her." And he'll do like a wink. Come to time, I think we'll all become very good friends. And between you and me, I don't think we're going to die in a couple hours or days at most. So I think we'll have a bunch of different birthdays to celebrate, okay? And then he'll kind of do like a little hand salute, and then also kind of follow her into the kitchen area. That could have gone better, says the Narlook.
The Narlook.
The Narlook.
And I feel like Funlock's not yelling this crazy loud, trying to disrupt people, but she's the whisper yelling. She's trying to be respectful of the environment.
Right. Yeah, he was standing right there though.
Okay.
So, yeah. Well, that could have gone better, I would say, but tensions are high. Sometimes I would say, and he'll lean down, maybe even if it's just for a moment, and even if it ain't real, sometimes people just need to forget about everything, even if it's just for a second. I've been around 30,000 years, and I don't even remember majority of them. And even that sometimes I just would like a second of reprieve, and maybe let's just give them that, and maybe we can build trust, you know? I mean, what brings people closer together than food? And, you know, they say Chattering Isle's food goes straight to the soul, you know?
Enjoy
and we'll have,
your party.
well, we will. And we'll have plenty of time to discuss everything that will happen in the meantime soon. I promise you that, okay?
Aye.
And then he'll go like put his hand out like for like an agreement handshake.
Funlack will take it. Be like the stupid strong arm.
Yeah, like he's squeezing her hands
Yeah.
stronger.
Yeah.
He's got the bigger kick.
Very much so, yeah.
And then he'll do like a slight nod to Mads and be like, well, I'm going to go maybe commune with everyone. I don't think I've wished the person we're celebrating a happy birthday at the moment. But I'm going to guess it's the Blue Dragonborn. The only one in the room. So if you'll beg my pardon, and then he'll walk over.
I don't know about you, Mads. I don't know if I am in the partying mood.
To be fair, I just kind of killed my mom. I'm not really. I'm also. Why are we having this party? I mean, I guess it's a birthday party, but
I thought didn't know Marvas when we met, so why do all these people know each other? Why are they all gathered for Marvas's birthday?
how did they all know? I mean, they knew we were gonna be here because of the dang book, which I think you did. I want to say that I trust you, and that's fair. That's like that's hard for me to say because I don't trust anybody. But like, why do they all know here? Like this central location? They were just like, oh, you know what? Marvas needs a birthday party. Did they even ask Marvas if he wanted a birthday party?
I feel like Marvas probably doesn't want a birthday party.
He does not. I'm gonna look over and look at Marvas.
Inside
I
check.
don't think he...
Yeah, inside check Marvas. Both like staring.
I will say, Marvas, to like set up the scene, like for what they after they're done having this conversation, what they see is you like standing near like all this food, and V is like on the chair but standing on it, grabbing a bunch of food, and Ellie tries to like swat his hand, and he like accidentally flings mashed potatoes, which hit Narlook, and he looks irritated. And then Ren, she has like runs over like with a washcloth and like starts like wiping these hands that got all in the mashed potatoes, and then smacks him with the end of the towel like at the back of the head, and Rim is just rolling his eyes like no other. So this is all just what happened when this inside check's happening.
Do you want me to roll, Marvis?
Yeah.
Yeah, already
Okay.
hit one up.
Honestly, it's pretty obvious. Like if a Dragonborn could blush, he would be. Like he's tall, but he almost like he seems smaller in this space. He's very like he does not like being the center
Social
of attention.
anxiety?
A little bit.
Yeah. Oh.
Self-insert.
And June's right there petting a giant spider like a dog, like and just sitting on the
How
ground,
big
all
is
puppy
this
face,
spider?
like the size of a Great Dane.
It's like the size of Funlock.
I was about to
when
say,
it's,
is
like,
it bigger than Funlock or is it about the same size?
If it stood up on two of its legs, like you know how spiders like can like grab things, like they can kind of stand up a little bit.
Yes.
It would be bigger than Funlock then. but like in its stationary pose, it's about Funlack's size. Maybe a little,
Like
maybe a
covered
little
in
bigger.
ribbons, and June's petting it.
Yeah,
and,
you're
like,
actually
having a
let
great
me.
time.
Yeah, let me
No.
post up since we're getting to it.
It's like June's like still crying a little bit, but like not nearly as much as she was earlier. While she's just petting, like so much
That's-
cute.
That's what it looks like.
Oh, I love it. It has a little bow. Oh, it has a matching little
It
scar.
has a matching scarf, yeah.
Ooh, gross. I hate it.
I love him.
I love it
He's my
so
best
much.
friend.
Ew.
What?
Okay.
Oh, I don't
Fun
like
la-
spiders. I don't like them at all.
Because June did a makeover on him. That's why he's yassified. He's gotta be. He's June's best
You
friend.
not see what we did with what's her face?
Ginger.
Yeah, literally,
Yeah.
literally though.
Ginger's in the stables. There's like a stable area outside that usually like Doodle will also be in, but Ginger kind of got parked out there as well. Ginger cannot fit in this house.
Yeah. I feel like Funlack doesn't care about the spider, but I do.
I
That's
don't.
like okay, never mind. If you don't care about the spider, then that's fine.
I do. I do.
I mean, like, it's a giant spider. Funlack turns into a giant rabbit. It's fantasy.
You can roll a history check if you care about the spider, but otherwise, yeah, it's fine.
Actually, yes. I want to make sure it's not a sneaky sneak, not a spy.
That's
Tyler.
fine.
What would I roll? You want me to do history?
Yeah, spider.
Mads, are you
spy.
gonna do it too?
You know what? For funs and giggles.
My history is a +7, so we'll see.
His
It's
is
a
a +0.
It's a 12.
Don't you get like advantage on stuff like that?
I get Fae, Undead, or
Oh right.
God, I can't remember the last one, but it's not either of those.
Beans?
Yeah, you know what? I think it is Fiends. I'll have to look it, but yeah, it's like 3
Oh
things.
yeah. I mean, Funlack, you kind of remember hearing that like in the Chattering Isles, like sometimes they have like these giant pet spiders. Like it's not a weird thing.
Alright. Alright, Mads. I have a proposition for you.
Tell me everything.
Alright. So, considering we spent the last few days meeting friends that turned out to be foes, I think, and considering they don't want to have any serious conversation currently, I do think maybe we should just watch the assembled party and make sure nothing fishy is going on, and then maybe a perimeter check.
I'm cool
Because
with
if
that.
it's true that all the spawn and creatures know where we are, then we are literally a sitting beacon with Marvas's and June's loved ones.
Real fast, sorry. Narlook did tell you that there were wards around the farm.
Oh, did they?
Okay.
Oh.
Can they see invisible people?
Who? No, it's like wards to protect the farm.
Oh no, okay.
Would have been the implication there, sorry. But you still can do a perimeter
Yeah,
check.
no,
now
that's not
withdrawn.
gonna phase Funlack.
She doesn't trust
She
no one.
she trusts literally no one right now.
Yeah.
Not after the
literally.
shenanigans we just went through.
That's fair. I mean, I'm just like.
I mean, even June's best friend attacked her for no reason. I mean,
That wasn't her best friend. That was her family. First of all.
no, back at the tree.
The best friend.
Yeah, April. April's her family too.
No, the guy.
Brielle.
Yeah.
Well, Brielle
the tree?
and April, they both attacked you.
Her best friend and her worst enemy, Brielle.
So
People just be beating up on June.
I know. So trust was
That's
here for Funlack. It is now like way down. Okay.
That's fair. Alright. Anyone else doing anything fun?
I was gonna say, once, like, June has done, like, the, like, rekindling with, like, the family or whatever, she probably, like, would grab April and, like, take her aside, like, maybe, like, out in the backyard or something to, like, talk with her a little bit more privately.
Sure. Do you want to go to the backyard or to your old room?
Oh, to my room! Has the pink wallpaper and, like, pink, like, bed covers and pink everything. She's, like, one of those, like, just pink princess rooms. 100%.
You go into this room, and it looks just like your old room, like with all your descriptions. However, there's extra beds in it that you didn't usually have. And before you even say anything, April just goes, yeah, so your parents kind of just threw extra beds in here because of your, everything, you know, all the extra guests. They figured you wouldn't mind.
Well, they figured wrong, but okay. I mean, I understand where they're coming from, but no, I just wanted to talk to you separately, I guess, a little bit, because, well, I think you were kind of coming from the right place back in Waxahachie. I don't know how much you know or whatever, but I mean, I'm fine technically, but what you were saying about, you know, the world being unkind and stuff, I mean, I don't know if you know, but Brielle, he was killed by Vivacea, kind of, but the state representative, the very scary vampire pirate lady.
I'm familiar with her. He was killed by... She killed him?
Sort of. She threatened him and then he killed himself because he didn't want her to kill him, basically. It was...
Where did you meet Vivacea?
Well, I didn't meet her, but Brielle told me not to talk to her or give her anything.
You did all this after I had left.
Yeah, it was right after you left. We went to the dark webs because we were trying to avoid going on the ocean because Marvas is scared of the ocean. And we...
He's scared of the ocean, but thrilled about the dark webs?
His girlfriend drowned because of the drowned cry. So he's scared of the ocean. So we went in the dark webs instead because we thought, like, oh yeah, I mean, we're big and strong. We can fight off, you know, the monsters. And we did. We fought off fine. It was the people that we couldn't... I mean, we fought them off, but it was not fun. It was really, really sad.
In the dark webs?
Yeah, there was a lot of people, like bad people, but they were good people, but they were bad people, you know? Because there was Brielle. Brielle attacked us and stole our stuff, and then I was going to kill him because I was really mad. But then I realized that he was being, you know, manipulated, puppet stringed or whatever, because I was like, oh man, he's the mole of the state representatives. But he wasn't the mole, it was Vivacea. And then, and then we met Marvas's and Mads's parents or whatever, and they were not nice either. And Mads's mom turned into a big giant monster because of the Mal, and I'm realizing I'm talking a lot and Alex would be really mad at me.
Wait. So Brielle's dead.
Yes.
And was the mole on behalf of Vivacea?
Well, I don't know if he was the mole. I mean, I think Vivacea was the mole the whole time, but he was acting on her, so maybe they're both moles, I guess, technically. But Brielle was really scared, and to the point of, like, him, like, you know, killing himself, like, in my arms. I was holding him, and he did it!
Did you tell Naralook of this?
I kind of mentioned it in passing, but he was like, we need to get rid of the wards, and he didn't, and now he's wanting to celebrate Marvas' birthday party. Which is good for Marvas, but also...
If Vivacea was the mole, then she also knows that you she would know that you have the book. I know whenever
Naralook told me that, I kind of had a get scared, but then he didn't want to hear me out.
But she's the mole, then that means she's going to tell other people that we don't want you to know have the book.
Yeah. I tried telling Naralook that.
Where is the book now?
Funlight has it. She's the smartest and strongest person I know. except for maybe you. But she's really strong.
Dude, we can't. No one can find that book.
Okay.
And Vlasa knows that Micaiah has that book. Someone else needs to be holding that.
Okay. Well, I don't think it should be Marvas either. I like Marvas, but he's not very smart.
No, and it also shouldn't be Marvas because everyone knows that
Oh yeah, that
Dragonborn
too. And it shouldn't be
also-
me because I'm also not really smart. Maybe it should be Himeros because Himeros already has a book. So if anybody comes up to him and he's like, "Oh, this book," you know, he has so many books. It'd be like, you know, like
She's gonna put her head up to her
Oh,
temple, and so kind of rub it and just like, I've had a very exhausting day. Past couple days, actually, if that can surprise you.
yeah, that goblin seemed like a handful.
Yes, that and rescuing Trixie Belle.
Oh
and
yes, that. Yeah.
Dimitri was also quite taxing. So I will talk to Narlook and the other island state representatives, and we will come up with some sort of solution or some sort of game plan. You don't worry yourself anymore about it, but I need you to do something for me. You need to get that book out of that dwarf girl's hands and into the hands of someone more capable that doesn't necessarily on the enemy side know has it, okay? Can you do that, June?
Think so.
And, well, for now, let's just go and celebrate your friend's birthday, perhaps. But before we go, she'll kind of go up to the door. You need to take better care of yourself, and she'll kind of put her hand, like, up to your chest, like, against where your penumbra symbol is. And then she'll kind of, like, with her other hand, give you a piece of cloth. Perhaps you should, make yourself more presentable before we head out to the party, and she'll kind of, like, tap her nose, and there's just, like, blood kind of just dripping on your, down your nose.
I gave my scarf to Brielle, so I didn't have it. Thank you.
Well, let's just, thank you for telling me. You did the right thing, June. Perhaps you are more capable than I was giving you credit for. Please, just get the book in a safe spot.
Okay. Gotcha.
And then y'all are gonna.
Wait, close the door. Hold on.
Oh
Wait.
my god.
I mean, maybe you should have the book. I mean, you're way smarter and stronger than any of us.
If you can get the book to me, then I will be more than welcome to get it, okay? But I have a feeling that Dublin McHare ain't going to give me that book.
Oh no, she doesn't really like you very much. I think it's because you two are too similar.
I'll take that as...
You're both really
A
strong and
compliment.
smart is what I'm getting at. Like, you're both really strong, you're both really smart, and I think Funlack, like, I don't think she's used to seeing other strong and smart people. She's always the strong and smart one, you know?
She'll just roll her eyes and she'll be like, shut up. Open the door and walk out.
Okay, nerd.
Alright, so y'all are back with the party.
Yeah.
Anyone else doing anything fun or interesting?
I think Funlack probably is there like beer or wine or something?
Yeah, there's actually beer, wine, and mead.
Okay, I think Funlack would have taken like something to drink and like grabbed like four of them and grabbed Mads into a corner or on a chair and like gave them two, and Funlack has two, and they're both double fisting.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna say y'all are kind of like in that corner by the fireplace.
Just drinking helps, at least for now, until we can get something a little bit more substantial, like information.
Yeah, David's going to be back. It might be a while. So
What happened?
I think he's busy because he's gonna have to probably call a plumber.
Oh.
Anyway, so yes, you go in the kitchen. It's kind of busy. Trixie Bell is kind of like prepping things in the kitchen with who you presume to be June's mother. Is kind of helping as well, kind of getting the food together. All the Chin Yuans except for Mads are like kind of in this corner, like kind of just eating and gossiping and talking. Mostly like in like languages you don't really understand. And then so you kind of pass by all that. The island state representatives plus April are also kind of in the area, kind of talking on the other side of the fireplace where you're at when you come back.
Okay. Let me think. I don't think Funlack.
She likes fun.
Yeah, the funny fun. I don't think she's gonna make any conversation. I think she's gonna go straight for the booze and take it back to Mads. Because I think she cares more about Mads than she cares about anybody else here. Because Mads be hurting.
Oh. Yeah.
June went through ordeals, but June has her whole family around her. Mads is, like Funlack, currently alone.
That is so very sad, but so very true. No, Mads is just in a corner, kind of slumped over, and she realizes all her family's dead now. Just trying to breathe, to be like, well then. And just sits there in the corner.
Marvas is gonna like mid-conversation, kind of like extend his arm out towards Mads a little bit, and Shadow's gonna come out of his sleeve and go over and sit with Mads.
Mads is gonna go crisscross applesauce and like have like Shadow sit in like the empty space in between her lap. Just have her sit there. Just have him sit there.
I was gonna, the second that if June notices like Marvas doing that, she's gonna like start like gesturing towards Doodle to go also in that corner. like go.
Oh, would you notice that?
I don't know, would I?
Roll perception. I mean, you're kind of get the
Perception?
hell? Yeah.
I'm alright at perception, I guess.
Fucking attack.
Yeah. I was thinking maybe I wouldn't notice. Kind of preoccupied. But
You're talking to your dad.
Yeah.
Talk to Papa.
I was gonna say June probably would have like gone to go talk to Himeros and was all like that they were probably like occupied, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go over here instead.
Okay. All right. Anyone else doing anything?
Well, then I guess June will kind of sidle over to Funlock eventually, like after like making her rounds with her family. Hi Funlock.
Hello?
So, you know how you told me to not tell people things? Well, I think I got a little caught up in the moment and I told April everything. Because it's April. But she's really smart. And she raised a really good point about and she's going to kind of look over her shoulder, and then she's like, you know, because you know, like Narlik said that, like, you know, everybody kind of, or I guess all the true vampires, but, you know, like, all the Davlu people or whatever, like, know, like, where we're at because of the book or whatever, and, like, they know that, like, you and Marvas, like, are the ones that, like, kind of, like, are messing with the book, that, like, we should give the book to somebody who's not you or Marvas, you know? Like, so, like, if anybody tries to take it, they're going to target you and Marvas. So maybe we should, like, give it to, like, Himeros, since he's, like, the book guy. You know, he already has a magic book, and he wants one of a magic book.
Let me ask you a question.
Yes.
What would you do in this situation that we are currently in? You're taking the orders of everyone around you.
My whole life.
Aye. Take life by the balls. Stop
I mean, I
taking
tried it, and
orders.
look how it turned out. I'm in the fucking middle of a war, escorting a bunch of assholes to fucking cannon. No offense.
Aye.
I love you guys, but like, this was so far off my radar to the first time I, decided to take initiative in my life, and now I'm the fucking center of a hurricane of fucking Davlu cults and Malcarrots cults, and I'm watching moms turn into monsters, and my childhood best friend fucking killing himself while I'm holding him, like, and like you see like June's like kind of probably for the first time kind of like cracking a little bit here.
Funlock's gonna put like her hand on her on June's shoulder. Aye, there is so much that has happened to you. I don't think you've processed any of it, and you're still following orders. So, with what you know, what do you think is the best decision? Not what April thinks is the best decision. Not what those politicians think is the best decision. What do you think is the best decision?
She's just gonna like think for a minute, and she's gonna like kind of glance over at the fireplace, and she's gonna like, I think you should let the book in the fire. Destroy it. Get it out of here. I don't want it anymore. I don't want it hurt. I don't want it threatening us. I don't want you becoming a target because of it. This book, ever since that stupid handsome Finn gave it to you, it's been nothing but trouble. I mean, we fucking killed a guy because he was attacking us, and we haven't talked about that at all. I know he was, evil or whatever, but like, people are dying, like, every day we hold on to it because of this stupid book.
I don't trust
I'm going to
April.
go buried in my backyard. I don't care. We just need to get rid of it.
June, I don't trust April. I don't trust any of these people. There's been too much happening for me to trust them. But I've seen you. You have a wonderful heart, and you do put other people before yourself. I trust you. I trust you and what you think would be best. And Funlock's gonna take the bag of holding and give it to June.
Are you...
Make sure this is your decision, not theirs. Live life. Don't follow someone else's.
Sorry.
I mean, I guess. Okay. I mean, I don't want you or Marvas being targeted, so I know at the very least, regardless of what April said, that I don't want either of you guys holding it, just so you guys don't get hurt. But, okay.
Throw it in the fire.
She thinks about it really hard, but she decides against it since Funlock didn't do it.
You also caught Funlock when she was drinking, so I feel like her decisions are a little iffy. But
you're a dwarf. You got that high constitution.
that's true.
Right?
Yeah. And Funlock's gonna like stare at April and not say anything.
Work.
I will say, June, I would be more open to the opinions of your family and the opinions of these bureaucrats if they sat down and help us understand what is happening.
Yeah.
So,
Gnarl kind of just brushed me off. He seems like, from what I understand, I mean, I've only like seen him once in passing, but like out of like all the state representatives, he's like one of the more.
Aye, they brushed all of us off.
Level-headed, I guess.
Yeah, aye, yeah.
Like more respected. Like I don't know. I was kind of expecting him to. But I guess he's like, well, it's not safe here, but now we're here, and we're like,
If
oh, it's
we're not
okay.
important to the cause, then why should we be here? Why are they involving our family?
I mean, my aunt's a state representative, so I guess that's why. But I don't know.
But you don't have to be caught up in this. None of us do.
I guess not. Hmm.
It is right.
I mean, I don't know. Like, I mean, I don't have much time left or whatever at this point, and I've been doing some thinking too. Cause like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, and I mean, why am I dying? Why did Brielle have to die? Like, why did even that general that we killed have to die? Like, there's no fucking point to people dying like this, left and right, willy-nilly. So if we can stop that in some way, then sure. But I don't know. It feels like it's just gonna be more death and death and death and death for no reason.
Well, that's a decision you're gonna have to consider. Do you want to live what life you have left in peace and bliss and leave and go live a quiet life away from this? Or do you want to leave having impacted the place you grew up and make her safe for the next lives that live here? But that's a decision only you can make.
I mean, I would love nothing more to then run off into the sunset and see Freyr for the first time and all that nonsense. But I don't think I'd be able to sleep at night if I did that, so I don't know. But I also don't want to be a fucking over-glorified parcel transporter for these ding-dongs who don't seem to know what the hell's going on.
I agree with that. I either want us to be acknowledged and involved, or away and in peace. But I do not know if they're gonna tell us any of that information. We might have to fight for it.
I really want to throw the book in the fire. I shouldn't do that.
You do what you want to do.
David says do it, not Himeros.
I'm the opposite. Caitlin's like, don't fucking do it, but June really wants to do it. If it helps, Matt is in the background going, yeah. Just not knowing what's going on. Do the thing.
I mean, worst case, okay, so here's the thing. Okay, so let's think of the pros and cons here. So, pros, it might actually destroy it, maybe, question mark. Cons, maybe it gives a big ol' ping to all the little vampires again, being like, oh yes, farms, where they have great cranberries and all the people that you want to kill. Or, on the other hand, like you were saying, these state representatives don't seem to give a shit about us, and they're standing right there next to fire. I mean, if something happens to a fire abilities, I mean, maybe they'll pay attention. Well, actually, pay attention to what we're doing. Or it could be just a entire waste of time. Or it could be like that one book where it says this magic ring, you throw it in a fire and it reveals a secret, you know? Have you read that book?
Oh. I'm leaving again.
I don't think I've read that book, but
again.
I don't know.
Yeah, I read it while I was at the Institute. I'm not a big book reader, but that one was kind of interesting. Anyways,
Can
Himeros hear this conversation?
Put shit over yet?
Yeah, okay, so I guess,
That book about the gay halflings that traveled to a fire mountain on the words of a wizard.
oh my god.
Alright. Are y'all throwing this shit in the fire? What y'all doing?
I'm throwing it in the fire. I'm rubbing it out. I'm not even gonna think about it. I'm gonna do it really fast. Before I even have time to second guess it, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna throw it in the fireplace.
Alright.
I'm gonna move away from as Matt sees like in slow motion June throw the book. She's gonna back away from the fire, just go.
I think
CPK
Funlack
that's ever
has
about to
the
happen.
biggest smile, and y'all have probably never seen her smile before.
So this book lands on the fire, and it gets very quiet in the room, and then like flames just start enveloping it, and like you just start hearing the laughter, soft, of just like a woman. Just
Yes.
as the book like slowly opens up and like pages of the fire, like the book just starts like enveloping in this fire, and each page that envelops with flame just starts flipping through, before all of a sudden the book just jets out of the fireplace there, and standing behind y'all is
Oh
April.
my god.
April, who is like clasping at her hand as she like screams in pain, and she did. You notice that she didn't physically touch the book. She just did like a telekinetic, like pull it out, and it still hurt her. And she goes, and she is
Dead.
yeah, she died. No, she did not die. Wait, hold on. Does a 14 hit June?
Probably. Yes, just hits.
He punches you right in the face.
There. What is that, like 1 point of damage?
8.
Wait, April punches June?
Or...
April punches June right in the face with the hand that she was like grasping onto, and she just looks at her and she goes, "What do you think you're doing?"
Funlack is gonna like semi-turn and step in between them in front of June.
Doing something because nobody else here seems to want to fucking do anything with this stupid book. As much as I love seeing all you guys, nobody's fucking realizing that we're like, people are dying every single day because of this stupid book that we've been forced to carry around, that nobody told us what it was or how dangerous it was. Like, and then you're gonna yell at us for saying like, oh, why did you open? Why didn't you know how dangerous it was? How were we supposed to know? And nobody cares. We all died for fucking nothing. It feels like.
Kaylin, your aunt is going to kind of walk around you, and she's going to pick up the book, and she's going to look at you and just say, "Now, look here. I know you're upset, but I also know for a fact that you are told not to open this thing. Now, why Finn entrusted it to you, I do not know. But
Either.
let's just take it on his word that maybe he knows something that perhaps we do not."
Oh yeah,
And-
Finn knows everything. Oh, Finn's so smart. Oh, you look at how fingry Finn is. Oh, fucking, I'm leaving, and she's just gonna immediately stomp out.
Kaylin is going to keep holding the book, and she's going to look at Funlack and be like, "Now, unfortunately, we tried to do this with as much discretion as possible, but unfortunately, you just cannot be trusted to hold the book any longer. We are going to have to give it to one of your other compatriots, okay?" As she looks to Funlack.
Why?
I'll take it.
Wait, Himeros. Why do we have to take this book? If it's so dangerous, and you obviously don't trust us with it, why are you giving it to us in the first place?
Well, I'm not sure why Finn gave it to you, but there was a reason, unfortunately, and he just needs you to take it to Canton. Why? I'm not sure. What this book is? Couldn't tell you. What Oland wants with it? We haven't the foggiest. Were you supposed to open it? That we clearly know you want. You did. Now we're in a little bit more trouble, and we're trying to kind of dance around the mistakes that y'all have made. But it's okay.
Condescend us all you wish, but I would like you to understand that my party, June's party, we were just ushered here into a party. We tried to speak to you. You brushed all of us off. One of our party just killed their mother. June just killed their best friend. They have not zero time. Not a moment to breathe, to process, and you expect us to sit here and be calm? It's not going to happen.
Well, you can say that I'm condescending you, but frankly, it sounds like you just don't want to take action and resolve your own mistakes. But that's fine if you don't want to grow for them. That's why you are not going to be allowed to have the book anymore.
You are not in charge
Dragonborn,
of me.
Darkweb.
You are not in charge of June. And you will not tell us why we have to stay here. So if it's on point to go to Canton, we will go. Good day. And Funlack's gonna storm out and follow June.
Aylin's gonna walk up to Himeros and just set the book in his hand. Well, it looks like you're just some sort of bookkeeper now.
Wait, who is this?
Her name is Kaylin Kennedy.
Oh, right. One of the three bitches that found.
One of the what?
One of the three people that found us when we exited the tunnel.
Nope.
I have her name literally written down as
You
well.
have Kinsley.
Oh, all these white bitches' names. I don't know. Okay. Hey, who are you?
Kaylin, your friend June's aunt.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, I noticed you noticed our little outburst, and I apologize on behalf of everyone here that you had to witness it. It's no surprise that things have not gone according to whatever plan was happening, but it seems that maybe perhaps we can trust the old Landian to take good care of this book if you can still be willing to take it to Canton for us.
Oh, sure. Read it?
No, I wouldn't read it, please.
Oh, okay. Don't read the book.
Please do not read the book.
Oh, okay. So we just take it to Canton, right?
Yes, as discreetly and quietly as possible. Preferably.
Okay, and then I'll take the book, but I'll not put it in like a bag. I'll just it.
Wait, what? You kind of broke up.
Oh, sorry. I'll take the book.
Okay. Alright. I apologize for the outburst. Thank you again.
Oh, it's okay. Our group is interesting and hard to get along with.
I disagree. There's been a lot of bad things that have happened to a lot of good people here recently.
You're right. Maybe it is you that's argumentative.
Perhaps.
Perhaps.
All right, and then okay. So what's going on?
Oh, I just got the book.
No, I know. Just what's going on with everyone else?
Oh gosh.
Mads is gonna follow Funlack and June and just in the sassiest like little walk you've ever seen. Just go. She has like the tiniest bit of alcohol in her, so she's just very, very sassy now. She's like, just walks, follows.
This is what I'm imagining. And go like I was assuming that June would probably like kind of like come around the way here. Like she wouldn't want to go too far, but she probably would have gone to the back, kind of done a loop around the backyard to where like the little well is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Funlock would go over there. Ooh, this map is so zoomed in. Ah!
Here, I'll just move you over there.
Okay, thanks.
I feel like I ruined Marvis's birthday.
Marvis didn't even know they were having a birthday party. I don't even think they wanted it.
And with that, I don't even think he was enjoying his birthday party. He looked like he was not having a good time.
If they didn't want us to ruin it, they could have given us a little heads up beforehand. They had that entire walk to say something.
If he didn't want us to ruin his birthday, he should have said something.
Not Marvis. The other people.
Okay.
Birthday. Please don't do that.
Marcus didn't want us to ruin his birthday. He should have said so.
I'll give you the quote of the day. Oh gosh. Okay.
I mean, how do you think Marvas feels right now? We just
I don't
spent
know.
a day chasing their dad.
Yeah.
And they keep whining about how so many things bad are happening, how good people are being lost, blah blah blah. But they don't actually say anything. It just sounds like they want us to feel bad, which I don't think is fair or right.
It's not fair, and it's not right, and it's a big burden to ask of everyone.
We left
As
because we
Nara-
didn't want to talk to you.
Well,
If you're going to say
unfortunately-
something, please say something important or leave us alone.
Well, there's plenty of important things to talk about. We don't need to yell. We don't need to have hostilities toward each other. You have to understand something. A lot of people are under the same pressure you are. A lot. If you.
Exactly,
had
I
it-
don't
you-
understand. You won't talk to us. You won't tell us anything.
Well, what
So
do you
yes,
wanna
I'm going to
know?
yell. I'm going to scream.
Well, what do you want to know?
I want to understand why are we all assembled here? Why the Kennedy farm? Why are you having a birthday party for Marvas? Why
you're yelling-
is the
you're
book
yelling
so
about-
important?
You're yelling about things that we've already answered. And the things we can't answer, we just don't have the answers for. And I apologize about that. I really do. Look, we're not trying to make anyone feel bad, and quite the opposite. In fact, we are just trying to have a nice birthday. But in reality, if you want me to stick it clearly to you, that book is dangerous. I've been around 30,000 years with Davlu for the majority of it, and I don't even fully understand that book, other than it contains dark and bad magic. And frankly, knowing what's in it isn't going to change the outcome of what happens if someone else gets their hands on it.
Alright, but you did give us more information than we didn't know. Apparently, we have to have the book and we must take it somewhere. We must take it to Canton for whatever reason, and nobody knows why.
My
If we-
best guess is this burden was passed on to y'all due to circumstance. Just none of us can have it. I cannot have it. Personally, they'll all know I have it. And the other island state representatives can't have it because they'll be the first to suspect to have it. I'm sorry that this burden happened to all of y'all, and he'll look around to Junes and Mads. I really am.
So
But the
we are
fact
the
is that
adventurers
it
that
is
are
y'all.
able to be thrown away. We
No,
are
you're
disposable.
adventurers that are here to hopefully save everyone. I know
That
that's
would
the-
have been
I
a
know-
better line to start with than you fucked up.
Well, you did fuck up, but it doesn't mean it doesn't. But screaming doesn't change that fact. All we can do is work with what we got, and that's just what we're going to have to do. You fucked up, but guess what? We all fucked up. We're all in this situation, and screaming at it on the island during a birthday party isn't going to change the fact that we're all in trouble, and we all made a bad mistake, and we all made a bad judgment call. We just have to edit it. Now,
Well, I can work with that.
we already know that the book is there. They already know that you and the Dragonborn have the book, but they don't know about the other three of y'all, which is good for this most part. And that laugh between you and me is just some silly thing that's a part of the Book of Blood to scare you. It looks like it worked, but
Do you know?
here, I'm gonna roll an insight check with him. Fast actually for y'all. Oh, he got a 22. He can read all of y'all pretty well. He's going to look at all y'all and just be like, if I can tell y'all something that would only do in my brain bad for you to know about, but perhaps good in the trusting sense and a better idea of what's going on, in my opinion, although I do not have facts about this. The Book of Blood contains many things: curses, hexes, all sorts of just bad malice things, but there is good in there as well. But all that, again, is subjective. But one of the things in that book that I think, why, I'm not sure, the Orlandians would want it, is something called the Square.
The square?
The Square is an ancient. Before most of these people were around, a spell created by Davlu, particularly, to where if any god were to fall, the Square would bring them right back. Usually, when gods fall in the avatar of mortal vessels, they could potentially die. They succumb wounds. They take some time to heal, but they will over time. Though it may be thousands of years, you'll be long dead and gone before you would ever see Davlu come back. However, if she were to get her hands on the Square, she could come back within a matter of seconds. Now, this Square is something I think that they could perhaps be taking these unregistered people for, to create these thralls, almost as a diversion to hunt out what they really seek, which are the ingredients for this Square ritual.
The thralls are ingredients?
They're hunting ingredients, I would assume.
The thralls are looking for ingredients.
Yes, but the ingredients are a little bit more complicated. They require people of high established with the deities of death and life.
So, like you?
Not quite. Not anymore. But it would require someone that worships particularly Asuna, Krayog, Godinyu, and Penumbra.
We saw a cleric of Godinyu in the dark web, and she got munched on by a thrall, I think. But Himeros was able to like make sure she got to the feud plane properly, so she didn't change.
But the Square also requires one more very important
I don't want you to
ingredient.
pull up to that. Never mind.
The Square also requires one more very important ingredient that is quite hard to come across. You see, these thralls, while they're looking for these people, they can only sense, as I've noticed, unregistered magic users, which is why this registration is so important. But they also have a
You need
smell.
unregistered people for the Square? Those are, wait.
No, they don't need it. The thralls can just sense unregistered people. If you're registered, they don't really sense you.
Okay.
So the
Oh,
registration
that's weird.
gives them some kind of
Like a ward?
In a way. Though it doesn't protect you. If you were registered, you walked into a single room with a thrall, it would still attack you. However, they seem to have a sense and a smell for magic and unregistered magic users specifically. However, there's something else that they smell and hunt out, which is the rarest, hardest to find ingredient, which is blood that is cursed. That is the last piece of the Square.
blood that is cursed, like
Exactly.
the dwarves?
Yes. But I don't know why she wouldn't have just grabbed them already, to be quite honest with you.
There has to be more to it. There is.
I don't want this knowledge getting out too much. A couple of the island state representatives know, but I feel like if we're going to be sending you and trusting you with all this, it would be fair to spread whatever knowledge I still retain from my 30,000 years. This is why this book is so important, and this is why this book mustn't get into the wrong hands. Now, I don't know why Olin wants to bring back Davlu or what's going on with that, but whatever's happening, I apologize, I don't know more.
Intelligence check to see if June came to a conclusion that I came to. Really quick.
I guess.
Like, I want to make sure. I don't know if
I don't know what you came to, though.
Well, just him saying the follower of like a god of death or whatever, and Bogard and stuff.
Oh, then yeah, you can roll for that for sure.
Just a regular straight intelligence.
Yeah.
I'm guessing. Okay. I'm so bad at this. Okay. Oh, it was a natural 20 and an 11.
Girl.
Did you roll it with disadvantage?
Yeah, I rolled a disadvantage. So
Yeah,
it's 10.
the 10's not good enough, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So, have you, if this is Davru we're talking through, have you checked the old battlegrounds? If they're looking for cursed blood.
Well, cursed blood just lying around ain't gonna do us much good. It kinda needs to be, living thin. Everyone, unfortunately, that participates in the square needs to be alive, their blood flowing for the square to work.
But because there's a Davlu temple right in Makai Terra.
That's a rumor. They're not yeah, but like yeah, no one's quite sure about that quite yet.
I know. I was about to say I was looking at my notes to see if June even knew that. I don't think June knows that.
Well, and please do be kind to Kinsley as well. I know she has a temper on her, but a lot's happened. As you can see, we're all a little stressed out at the moment. And she did just lose Kima. But I'm sorry for the great burden that's and then he gets kind of cut off because you hear a door open and you hear your mother's voice. Now, will y'all come in here now? It's time to do the cake, okay? And then she's gonna go back inside. I'm sorry, I don't know more. And then he'll walk back.
Well, that was a lot more helpful than anybody else has been so far.
Aye, it's amazing what you can learn from just a conversation.
He's one of the more level-headed ones. He at least, I mean, compared to the rest of those yahoos.
I will keep my mouth shut for the rest of this party. But June, you're better at talking to people than, well, the majority. Well, Himeros has a way as well, but I don't really know what Himeros' goals are currently.
I'm wondering if he's gonna go back to Olin with his boyfriend.
I think his adventure might be done. I don't know.
You say you want to be my boyfriend.
I'm really happy.
Try and conversate and see if you can get more intel.
I bet I could get Yellis to talk. He's really nice.
And
that's your nice way of saying you think he's stupid.
A little bit, but June's also stupid, so...
Alright. Let's go back.
Alright.
Himeros and Marvas talk before we go back in there so I can finish my notes.
Does anyone else have like anything going on from the inside?
No, what's been happening in here since they've been out there?
I mean, you and Dimitri probably were having conversations. But what that is probably up to you. But otherwise, it would have been the same, like, kind of like small talky kind of situations that have been happening. Kind of like getting closer around the table. Rin, who's Kay's, June's mom would have kind of told y'all that she kind of wants everyone to kind of gather around in the kitchen to get ready for to start eating and stuff like that as well, though.
I will say throughout the conversation, Marvas has been like, he's been drinking.
I've been drinking.
He has like a his tankard of mead that he has is probably like mostly empty by now.
Love. Get tipsy. They would have given him like a little party hat or something.
Oh my god.
Ooh, or a sombrero. Festive.
Oh,
Like dangling off his horn.
Literally, though. Wouldn't it just be so cute? Alright.
We need fan
What
art.
the hell? Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, y'all can have, like, do y'all want to have any conversation before they all come in?
I'll speak to Dimitri a little bit.
Okay.
So, what's your plans now, Dimitri?
Well, honestly, they did say that they needed some help with this upcoming battle, and they kind of don't have a lot of clerics of, just in general to like kind of help with that. So I told, once they found out it was a cleric and worshipped Asuna, that they kind of asked, and I was more than welcome to assist them in the upcoming battle. I'll be in the infirmary, so it'll be the safest spot, but frankly, I mean, it either happens here or happens at Olin, but I'm gonna be helping with the battle, and then after that I told them I would be going back to Olin or maybe somewhere else. I don't know if I want to go back to Olin. Sorry, there's kind of a lot on my mind right now, but for now I'm gonna be helping them in their state capital at this battle.
Okay, well, that settles it then. I'll go to the battle with you, and then after that, we can go wherever you want.
I don't want you to get yourself in something you don't want to get involved in.
I do want to get involved in it because you're going to be there.
Well, I guess I'll feel pretty safe then. And I'll like smile.
Oh, shut up.
So
I go under the table. I'm just kidding.
oh yeah. My tunnel.
We need a roll dexterity.
My tunnel loves a deep throat.
No, I've blown him 3 times since we've been.
Shut up.
oh my god.
Dimitri's not that kind of girl, well. Anyways, all right. So
Was that she laughing?
yeah. We have the cute conversation and leave all the bullshit out, and by that time the other girls walk in.
That was serious.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm not just serious. I'm actually positive. All right. So y'all walk in, and you notice there's this like big ass feast of all this different kinds of like just food. There's like grits, collard greens, shrimps, gumbos, like cranberries, tomato, like ham, and like salads and like some pastries. And like the Kennedys went all out. So you notice like all this food's kind of out. Like there's like a big giant handprint in the mashed potatoes though, about goblin size. But then they pull out this like cake that looks not super well done, but it's in the traditional style that like Mads and like Marvas and all of y'all would recognize, because it's like a traditional Chen Yuan birthday cake. But it looks like she did what she could, because obviously she doesn't make this kind of cake. But there's candles in it, which also y'all don't do, but whatever, you think it's like this is a Chattering Isles thing, because it is. And as Miss Kennedy puts the cake right in front of Marvas, who's at the center of the table, she goes, all right, now, we're gonna all sing to you now, Marvis, and we're gonna wish you a happy birthday. And then after that, you blow the candles out, but you don't tell us what you said, and then you make yourself a wish when you
It's
blow the
Marvis's
candles out.
birthday? Oh my god.
Y'all blow out candles here?
Well, yeah, because you blow out the candles and then it makes a wish. It's kind of a symbolism to Krayog, more than anything.
Normally we just smash it in each other's faces.
Well, you can do that, but I would particularly like if you did that maybe after you blew the candles out. I wouldn't want you to get any soot or cake or frosting on all that little face, and she'll kind of like pinch Marvis's cheek, and she'll be like, well, there you go, I tried my best. Luckily for you, I had some Akarica spices in my cabinet from a random trader that passed by not too long ago, but I hope you enjoy it, Marvis. And then she'll kind of like, on the count of 3, she'll like put her like 1, 2, 3, and then everyone starts singing happy birthday. But there's like 3 different regions in this room, so like there's like different languages and rhythms to birthday song, and then it's just sort of like she's like, okay, well, that was great. So Marvis, make a wish, but remember, don't say it out loud, and then blow your candles out, okay?
Okay.
That lie won't come true.
Alright. He's gonna, like, very carefully try and blow out his candles without setting them back on fire.
Love.
Literally the Dragonborn trying to blow out candles.
Just do it with your nostrils.
Oh, that's gross.
Please.
I love that. That's amazing.
He very, like, gently blows them out.
Well, that's cute. Okay, so you blow your candles out, you make your wish, everyone's like clapping and cheering. We're like, yay, it's Marvis's birthday.
Let's have fun splitting that into 20th.
All right, so y'all have cake. Ren tells you that traditionally in the Shattering Isles, the birthday person serves the cake to everyone else before they have their last slice. But you can do whatever. And then y'all have cake and like kind of spend the rest of the night just chit-chatting, partying, hopefully having a better attitude. But who knows with this party to be... But yeah, do y'all want to do anything else before we
Yes.
wind down for the evening? No?
Yes.
Okay, so we all wind down and everyone can rock. That's you. What? What do you want?
Talk Yellis and Kinsley specifically.
Okay,
Unlike told me to.
well, they're dead. So, Alright, so yeah, they're on this side of the table, so you go that side.
What islands are they from again? It was Kima and where?
Kima and the Kylene Isles.
Kylene Isles. Okay, cool. I guess she's gonna be more so directed at Yellis probably, because Kinsley kind of intimidates her.
The shortest woman in the world.
Yeah.
The shortest woman in the room.
Yeah. Oh god, how do we even start this?
You don't, so everyone take a long rest.
Excuse me, Mr. Yellis.
And he kind of has like a big bite of cake, and he's like, "Oh, well, yes, sorry, yes."
I think we properly met properly before.
Oh, and he kind of does like a soft punch to your shoulder, which hurts a lot because you're dying, but he doesn't do that. And he goes, "Well, Missy, I remember when you were knee-high to a grasshopper. What are you talking about?"
Well, it's been a while. I just wanted to catch up. I mean, I heard about what happened to the Kylene Isles and Kima and all that.
Well, yeah, it was most unfortunate, that's for sure. But you know what? Sometimes you just gotta keep on pushing. You know, the river just don't stop flowing just because you want it to. You can't scream at the sky or the sun to stop shining. It's just going to do what it's going to do, but you just kind of have to make the best of it. We'll have our isles back. I'm sure.
Yeah, I mean, from what I've heard, it sounds like that river's heading this way. Like she's like trying to like continue his metaphor. Yeah, it sounds like that river that won't stop is heading this way. So I was just wondering, like, I mean, you saw kind of firsthand how that river swept across the shore.
What?
So I was just wondering if, like, you, whenever
It's a wild time. It's a wild time.
I will say his eyebrows kind of raised, like what the fuck is she talking about?
Okay, I'm gonna stop talking metaphors. But they're okay. So the Olandians are heading this way, okay? And you've seen them like firsthand. Like, do you have any like insights on like their fighting styles or like what their goals are whenever they do come? Like, are they looking for anything, or are they taking prisoners, or are they just looking to conquer and take our food? What's going on?
Well, if you are so inquisitive,
Where's my home? I don't want them to take my home.
They obviously came by ship. They kind of have to, but I think they're aware that their naval fleet does not even compare to the Chattering Isles, so they do try to make landfall as quickly as possible, but also it does seem like they try to distract as many Chattering Isles folks to remain on sea as much as they can, almost like decoys or self-sacrifice ships, which is a tactic I've heard other people use before, and it just seems like they use it in practice against us. Once they're on the Isles, they overwhelmed Kyleen specifically through the use of magic. Our barbarian tribes just unfortunately didn't have a big grasp. Several of my captains and lieutenants in the Kyleen Isles army did say that I needed to retreat and give word to everyone else, which begrudgingly I partook in, so I wasn't able to get as much information as I would like to, but as far as my knowledge goes, they try to make landfall as quickly as they possibly can while distracting the remaining forces as at the sea. I think they suspect that on land they might have the upper hand.
Okay. They're like Marvas, they don't like the water.
I don't know if they don't like the water, but it doesn't seem like they would want to remain on it. But who would against Chattering Isles, you know? And then he like do another like pudge to the other shoulder.
Do all the islands have? Okay, hold on. DM question. Do all the islands have the thing like Edgewood had, or like the?
No, Edgewood has the Naval Academy and the Naval Base.
Okay, so
but they all have like their own kind of militia on each state. Okay. And the naval force protects the entire continent of the Isles. But they do have their own militia forces as well.
Well, I meant like the giant wave thing, like the.
No, that's something that they kind of do over there.
Okay.
Because that's a pretty intense ritual spell.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, okay. That's good. Good to know. Good to know. What about you, Miss Kinsley? I mean, did you happen to get some eyes on the soldiers and like what their whole, like end goal is? Is it just conquering, or?
Well, and if I'm being honest, until I got here and talked to the other island state representatives, I wasn't sure what they wanted. We do have the Grand Prairie markets, and I thought that perhaps they were trying to do something in regards to that, but they didn't seem too interested, according to what my scouts said, but they did seem quite interested in grabbing folks. But apparently not to the degree of it would be as if they were intending them to be laborers of some kind.
So like prisoners of war, they were just grabbing people like indiscriminately?
No, it didn't seem like that, but unfortunately, as someone who's not a combatant and with no magical capabilities, I wasn't on the front lines at all, unfortunately, and I was evacuated from my island relatively fast as well, so I could only go on the word of scouts.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, thank you for telling me about all that. I know it's kind of a sensitive topic, especially after tensions are kind of running a little high earlier, but
Well, it's to be expected, I suppose, right? It's a tense, really bad time, but hopefully for not long. Am I right? And she'll have like she'll cut into her cake and kind of like lift it up like a cheers, and then kind of turn back around at her table.
Okay, and Jin's gonna try not to sprint back to Funlack and kind of like whisper in Funlack's ear, like, these bitches don't know fucking shit. I mean, the best I understood is that they're just fucking stealing Chattering Isles people, I guess, the Oleandians. But like, I don't know. It doesn't feel like they know fucking anything. Like, oh man, I'm not a combatant. I evacuated before they even fucking I saw any of them. Like, come on, like, you don't have to sit there and fight for your own island. Ugh.
June, calm down.
Those are supposed to be the leaders of our fucking country, and they're not doing anything. I thought Yellis, I mean, he's so big and strong, and he's like, oh yeah, I reluctantly evacuated. Like, you fucking, what the hell does that mean?
I'm not surprised. I do come from a lineage of people of power, and usually it's all a farce.
Apparently, I mean, I didn't realize that they were so unequipped to deal with shit. I guess. I don't know, like...
Let me tell you ladies something real fast. You think these people left their homes and their families and their people so willy-nilly and so easily? You think that decision wasn't forced upon them?
Trixie.
Trixie?
Yeah. You think you think that was an easy decision for them to make? Let me rest assured that these people left their home to protect yours, so other people in other states didn't have to go through the same thing that theirs had to. Sometimes the best decision isn't the easiest one to come by, and sometimes leadership you have to make very bad and difficult sacrifices. It might be hard to see at the time, but trust and believe, what they did was the smart thing to do. I've been around for a long time, you know. I don't want no age jokes, though. And I can tell you that if you want these isles to stay as safe and sound as possible, you want as many leaders as you can get. Because when all's said and done, they're going to be the ones that people rally behind. They're going to be the ones that people can keep under control. They're going to be the ones that can rebuild everything. They're going to be the organizers. It's not always easy, and it's not always a fun decision. And yes, they have power, but it's what you do with the power. And I'm sorry that you had to come across people that abused theirs. But don't mistake the fact that they're not in the dirt with their own people on their island as a sign of weakness, you know. They're here. They're arguing with you. They're arguing with everyone because they're trying to make everything better in the long run.
I think Funlack's gonna look at Trixie and look at June and just shrug and walk the other way. Because she promised she was not gonna start anything.
Sorry, it just kind of ruffled my feathers. Just kind of ruffled my feathers a little bit, but...
Yeah, you tell him, Trixie.
Everything's gonna be fine, okay? You just gotta believe in people sometimes.
Trying so hard, Trixie. I don't understand. I mean, Yellow's is like, oh man, we have the strongest navy in the world, or whatever, and then they're like, all we gotta do is keep Olin from landing, but then they landed, and that's how their islands got taken. Like, they knew, or whatever. I don't know, I don't get it.
Sweet, and then she'll, like, lift her hand out, and then, like, wave it in front of it. Do you want some tea, honey?
I would love some, please.
Here, go ahead, take a cup.
Okay, cool.
Take a cup of tea, and then she'll kind of, like, flick her wrist, and, like, a napkin will come up. And she'll be like, and sweetheart, you might want to...
God damn it, it's just gonna immediately probably beeline towards her room, and maybe if Funlock is still watching her, kind of like gesture for Funlock to follow.
Yeah, Funlock's gonna follow. Funlock does not like Trixie at all.
You don't like anyone! Trixie gave you the business. Oh,
the entire time.
fine.
Juna's
It's
just
true.
chugging the tea all
like,
the way
it
to the
does-
bedroom.
Not like anyone.
Himeros is having the time drinking with his man. Trixie and him are spilling the tea. We're giving each other beauty tips over here. It's a fucking party.
That's my man, and I'm gonna stick by him.
Oh my god. Alright, Dune, it sounds like
It sounds like an old tiefling woman just gave you the business.
it was a nice session, y'all. Bye. So it sounds like we would have to go to Canton. And it doesn't sound like
Okay.
we're gonna get any more information from these people. It sounds like anytime we talk, they're just going to talk us down and not give us more information unless they decide they want to. So, I think what we should
That's
do, let
kinda
Marvas
helpful.
have their birthday and then talk through what we want to do with the people we came here with.
I mean, okay, so hear me out. You want the rest of this tea? I'm not gonna. I'm too sleepy. But before I go to bed, but like I got thinking because of what Trixie said. I mean, like, yeah, sure. Like, it seems like Yellis and Kinsley are kind of useless, but Gnarly seems like he knows a lot, and he is the representative of Plano? Question mark? DM? Plano? Right?
Oh yeah, I think he's Plano. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a representative of Plano, and Plano's
Yeah,
still standing it around. So I'm wondering if Mr. Gnarly has something up his sleeve. I mean, he kind of got interrupted
Oh my
by Mom a
God.
little bit, but I'm wondering if he maybe, because he seems like he kind of knows what's going on, at least compared to the rest of these yahoos.
Or he's the only one willing to have a conversation and talk.
Yeah.
It sounds
I mean,
to me like we are disposable and that they have other plans that they are not going to tell us, but they want us to be their delivery service.
Yeah. I mean, I thought that April kind of was like on my side a little bit, and then whenever she was like, yeah, make sure the dwarf girl doesn't have the book, and then I made sure the dwarf girl didn't have the book, and then she punched me. But I don't know.
She usually that abusive? This has happened twice.
I mean, yes and no. I mean, she's an abrasive individual, but I think she's just really stressed out like everybody else. Think about it this way. She's been dealing with all these yahoos probably way longer than all of us. And I mean, we've been here for like 4 hours and we're already at our wits' end, but she's been probably doing this for weeks. So she's probably pissed and annoyed too. Just tenfold, you know? But I don't know. I thought it was a good idea to destroy the book. I mean, everybody's like, oh, the book is so bad, it's so bad. I mean, why not try and destroy it? But
The book so bad.
I have many questions. Why? What was his name? Fern? No.
Who?
The commander.
Finn.
Finn. Yeah. Why did Finn have the book? Where did it come from? If they have known that this book has been an issue for a while, why
That's
is
a
it
good
only
question. How did he
surfacing
get it?
now?
why did he have it?
I don't know. And who is in Canton? We're supposed to take it to Canton, but
Well, I'm assuming
we don't
Jillian.
know anything else. So
Speaking of state representatives, where's she at? She's still in Canton? I mean, I guess it makes sense for her to stay in Canton. Canton's kind of like, the biggest city in the Chattering Isles. There's no reason for her to leave there. But, I don't know.
I don't think we're gonna get any more enters today.
Okay. before, I mean, I think this might be the tea talking. I'm getting really sleepy. But I was thinking about this earlier. I mean, after I threw the book in the fire, nothing happened. Because like, okay, hear me out. We take the book. We put it at the bottom of one of the bogs in the middle of the fucking woods out there where nobody can find it. And then we march our happy butts over to fucking Blossa's house and beat her up.
You think we can beat Blassa?
I don't know. I mean, it just feels like we're sitting here being a delivery service when we could probably be doing something a little more useful with our time, but...
Is that what you want to do, June? Do you want to go beat up somebody?
A little bit. I don't know. I'm really mad. I've been so mad the past couple of days. Like, more mad than I've ever been in my whole life, and like, I got into a fight almost every day at the Institute, but I've never been this mad. I wanna fight. I wanna fight somebody.
Hey.
Do you think Yellis would arm wrestle me? He'd probably arm wrestle me, but I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't. I keep having these nosebleeds. Maybe I shouldn't fight somebody, but I don't know.
I think if that is the way you want to go, I think you should follow your gut.
I wanna fight somebody.
But I also think we shouldn't do that alone, and we should go talk to the rest of our party members
Oh,
to
yeah,
see
yeah, for sure.
to see what everyone else wants to do.
Yeah, I'm gonna sleep on it. Shouldn't make, rash decisions.
Those
The
are usually the
wake
best
of-
decisions, but let's wait.
I just threw that book in the fire because of a rash decision, and everybody yelled at me. So I don't know.
Well, we ended up learning more. You're right. They did come with more information because of it.
Oh my god, it's like that book about the gay halflings.
Okay.
Oh, God.
And June's gonna go to sleep, curl up in her bed, and go to sleep.
I think Funlock's gonna figure out where they're being put to sleep.
I would say probably one of those rooms.
Okay.
Is there any private rooms?
Oh God.
There's the room. Like, is it? Let's say that y'all are having like some more like casual chatting, unless y'all did Mads, Himeros, or Marvas want to have any more conversations with anyone, or
I'm good.
okay. Then I'm gonna say like Miss Kennedy starts telling everyone where she's kind of made beds for everyone. So y'all are in June's room. It's got June. April's sharing a bed with June as well. Nope. And then Kay's in here.
I don't know if June would let April in her bed until they had like a talk or something. Just a heads up.
Oh,
Or like try and like kick April off the bed or something before she tries climbing in. Like, no, go away.
I think they were in
Wait.
here.
Wait.
What?
Nothing.
Oh, I thought you said wait like 30 times.
I did. And then I changed my mind.
Alright. Then Kennedy's were.
Bear's face.
Huh?
Bear made a face whenever you put them in the bed together.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Say one doodle.
I'm gonna say they all sleep upstairs. Let's say Doodle's in the room.
Yay.
Alright, cool. Alrighty. So, everyone's in their beds all nice and cozy, sharing and stuff like that, right?
Sure.
Whatever. Okay. So, the night kind of goes, y'all party and drink, sleep, and everything's all nice, and it does finally start night descends on the Chattering Isles, and everyone goes to sleep. So everyone be sure to get a long rest. Put that in.
Yes, Queen.
Put that in the cabin.
How's your
Okay.
stupid hand, April?
How's your stupid nose, June?
Work.
I don't know.
Well,
Been
could you-
better.
Well, I'll share this sentiment with my hand.
Can I see? Can I like grab her hand and look at it to see if like it like left a mark, like the book specifically, like whatever burned her?
So she never touched the book, but
Yeah, but she like recoils. I wanted to see if like,
Yeah.
there was a mark on her hand or anything.
yeah. So you look at her hand, and it does. It looks like a scorched burn.
June's just gonna give it a little pat. Like, I'm sorry. I thought that maybe I could destroy it.
Well, you know what? It was a rash decision, and honestly, I know that you and the McHare are mad and upset that you aren't getting more information, and you think we're hiding some from y'all. And frankly, I know that Narlook told you more things than he's even told us, but frankly, you know as much as you should and as much as you can, and with you throwing books into fires and not even following the orders that have been given to you already, do you not necessarily blame us for not divulging even more? Let's say something.
Wait, are you
No,
guys
let's-
hiding information? Because like I thought it was incompetence. Are you guys actually hiding information?
You know everything that we know as of now, but the thing is that why would we tell you more than you have to, June? Let's say something. Let's say you got caught
Why?
by enemy lines. Do you think that? What if you told them everything? June, just get this book to Canton, please.
Okay.
Obviously, throwing it in fires ain't going to do much good. And then she'll kind of turn up, like, her bed, and she'll be like, and don't sleep on your back. You're going to probably choke on your own blood.
Okay. Just gonna like lay on her side, like facing April's back, and start braiding her hair.
Oh my god. Alright. So, yeah, so everyone goes to sleep. It's pretty chill, and, yeah, everyone gets that long rest. However, it gets, like it's night, everyone's finally soft, like, me asleep. And, June, you just start, like, coughing, like, heavy, like, ugh, like, God, this is so gross. And then finally, like, you kind of, like, roll on your back, and you're just, like, looking up, and, like, your sight's getting, like, in and out of fogginess, and it's just very, like, it feels like someone's just got weight on your chest, and it's so hard to breathe. And, like, everything the whole room just gets so much darker than it already was. And when that happens, you do notice, like, out of the corner of the shadow of the corner of the room, you notice there's a figure full of armor that's black with hints of green, head to toe covered in this armor. And through the muffled sounds through the helmet, you hear a voice, but you can't make out very clearly, like, what gender it is, anything. And it just says to you, it is time. You are going to die tonight, June.
Tonight?
Tonight.
Fine.
You don't, unfortunately. But there is something we can do. This necklace that brought you on the brink of death and has maintained you, this person, they can save you. They can maintain you.
What?
But at a cost. But at a cost. You have to devote yourself to this person. You have to make an oath that you will do what you can on behalf of this person, for this person. For Penumbra.
Penumbra, not the nurse. Okay, that makes a lot more sense.
Not the nurse, June.
Who's Penumbra again? I've heard that so many times.
The god of necromancy and fear.
Okay, gotcha.
I mean, okay. I mean, what? Okay. Because, I mean, I don't have anything against Penumbra or anything. I mean, he's kept me alive this long. Obviously, like holding her necklace up. I mean, seems like a upstart kind of, deity. But, I mean, is there anything I would have to do? I mean, I just have to be like, oh, yes, you're super great, Penumbra.
Do you remember the feeling of when you almost died? Do you remember the feeling of every waking moment of your life on the verge of not knowing how that day would go, if you would wake up or if you wouldn't? Do you remember the feeling that when you were in the institute, alone, scared? Do you remember those feelings? Do you not wish that somebody could have been there to comfort you, to ease you, to help you face your fears and conquer them?
Yes.
Well, now, June, you could have that capability to do that for other people.
Like that? I mean, I have these people, these people that I traveled with like last week or whatever. I mean, the reason why I've, been helping them is because I want to help, like I'm hanging around, so I want to help them,
I'm sure. This is a heavy task, though. You don't maintain life through Penumbra by just every now and then going through life, just wanting to help people. You have to instill fear. In order for people to confront it, they have to be faced with it. Are you going to be able to do that?
I mean, I suppose, that's kind of what I did in the Institute with those bullies, right? Is that what you're kind of getting at?
Not
You a little
quite
bit of
sure
fisticuffs?
your understanding. There's more than just beating into some fear into somebody. What do people learn by just being beat by someone else? You have to instill the knowledge that fear is something that can be used as a weapon, but also as a defense. Now, there is one other condition to this. You will maintain your life. However, when your life is ended, you will not meet with Krayog. You will not meet with Asuna. You will not meet in the Fugue Plane. You will go directly to Penumbra.
Those other guys seem kind of like dicks a little bit. No, sorry. But that doesn't sound too bad. I don't know. I've seen a lot of people dying for seemingly no reason recently, so I'm not the biggest fan of those gods at the moment, I don't think. So, I mean, Penumbra doesn't seem as bad of an option.
The decision is up to you, June. Will you accept Penumbra's grace? Or will you die in this bed on these islands tonight?
I mean, I feel like I kind of already have, or at least, I mean, I know I don't know, maybe I'm speaking out of turn here, but I feel like maybe he already has, this little necklace here. I mean, he's kept me alive so long, so why wouldn't I, trust him, I guess.
Then speak your oath to Penumbra.
Well, I pledge that I don't want to see any more good people die, and I want the bad people to not hurt the good people. And I feel like Penumbra can help me do that, perhaps.
And how will you go about doing that?
Well, I mean, originally the plan was just doing a little bit of fisticuffs, but you said it's not quite the mode of operandus, I suppose. Well, I mean, I guess with the helping the good people, I mean, I can give them the same grace that one nurse gave to me, you know, help them, prevent them from dying before their time, and making those bad people.
Sometimes people need to be confronted with death. Will you be able to partake in that, June?
I mean, if they deserve it, sure.
And what if they don't deserve it? Shouldn't they still fear it?
Oh yeah, they should definitely fear it, but they shouldn't have to confront it until they're ready.
June, if we were to accept your oath to Penumbra, your devotion would be solely to him, to doing his bidding, to doing his will. If you were to ever stop that, your divinity and your life would end there. Are you willing to take upon this oath?
Sounds like it's my best chance at the moment.
As you're laying in bed, it just gets like darker and darker. And they go to like almost like shake your hand. And as like you try to weakly lift your hand, they just slide past it and they grab your penumbra necklace and they yank it off of you. And your eyes feel really heavy and your breath feels very shortened before your eyes close and you see black and your breath ceases to exist and you die in your bed.
Work.
All right, so we will so we'll pivot. Himeros, you're having a little bit of a different experience in your bed.
I know that's right.
So you're cuddled up next to Dimitri, and as you're sleeping, you notice that there's just like
A little poke coming
this
through.
strong, pungent smell of lavender that you're oh so familiar with, obviously. And
Oh, is that Trixie?
as you open up your eyes, you look upon this golden field full of like just burst and rows of fields of lavender with this golden tree that's in the shape of like a palm or a hand. In the distance is like this lightly pastel colored castle in it.
Am I like walking in this dream?
Yeah, you're like loose, like you're in it. Like you feel like you are in these fields. You are there, and you can roll a religion check at advantage. Oh, at advantage! At advantage! At advantage! What? Whoa! At advantage, everybody! Okay, that's the name of the stream. So, what's your roll?
Well-
Did you roll?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you're not quite. Does anyone do any of the other players want to fuck me too? While we're there?
Why is it religion? I don't like. It's an intelligence.
You're a cleric.
It's intelligence. I don't know what to tell you.
Religion shouldn't be intelligence, is it?
They changed. I feel like they changed it or something recently. Like or maybe we're going crazy. But it's. I recently discovered it's also intelligence. I was like, what the fuck?
I'm about to slide back under my desk and never come back out. So
Can I roll something else then?
yeah, roll history. That's fine. Fucking
Okay.
idiot. Fucking asshole.
Even though it's also intelligence based.
Well,
He's got a 21!
Oh, yay! Wow! I can't believe that worked out so perfectly. So, you know this. You know this through your studying that this is the Lavender Beds, which is the afterlife that Amorima is control over.
I'm dead.
Who died?
Wait, how did I die?
Yeah, you're probably a little confused.
I'm gonna look on my, like, if I'm okay everywhere on my body. Am I, like, stabbed or anything?
No, you look as clean as can be, and you're actually wearing, like, your Amorima robes look, like, exceptionally, like they haven't been worn or torn or anything. And you feel like, yeah, exceptionally beautiful. But as that's happening, you do notice that there's like a large gust of breeze that kind of brushes against you, against your face, and your hair flows behind you, as like little petals and flowers of lavender flow. And as you kind of turn around, you notice staring back at you a beautiful person, like a beautiful androgynous person with thick brown hair and golden eyes, with like
Oh my god!
their whole arm, left arm is like just covered in like gold leaves, and they're wearing like a draped piece of fabric as well, and they just look at you and they're like, "You're not dead, Himeros. You're very much alive."
Who are you? I think I know who this is. Like, I feel like I would know. I don't know.
Amorima? It is I. Through a vessel which would be most pleasing to you, but although happy as I am to see you, and you are in my lavender beds, of course, just a little bit too early. I am afraid it's not the most pleasant of circumstances I have brought you here.
Oh no.
I have a great burden to put on you, Himeros. Fate has brought you to these people, and fate is something that is not always sealed in truth. And sometimes you just have to go on nothing but instinct. You're fated to be with these people. You're fated to go to Canton. You're fated to do a lot of things. But this is something that I need you to guide yourself and these people on. Are you going to be able to do this for me?
Well, yes, of course, anything for you, but what about Dimitri?
Dimitri has his own fate. As will your Funlack, your Marvas, your June, and your Mads. Everyone will have their own fate. But you are fated something very special, Himeros. You are fated to bring beauty and love to others, as you have done. But there are things even beyond us that we cannot see. You're going to have to believe in yourself and keep going on your own instincts, okay?
Okay, what do you need me to do?
This book that you have held with you, this tome of time, it has guided you well, and though I'm not quite sure of the source of it myself,
What?
I believe it was fated to come to you.
Oh, no, okay, my book, not the evil book. I was
No.
like, okay.
Yeah,
You don't know where, I thought the power was from you.
Pray not, Himeros. Though I do offer some divinity to you, that book is something I'm afraid I'm not familiar with. Though I wish I had the answers.
Okay, so is there, what What exactly do you need me to do?
You must take these people to Canton.
Okay.
You must protect them, and you must guide them, as you have been. And then they're going to like softly put like their hand against your cheek, and it feels very icy cold. And then they kind of like go down and like put it over your heart. And when they lift their hand off, like you notice there's like this like golden string that connects like your heart and their hand, and they'll be like, "I will be watching, and I will be doing my best to guide with you." But Himeros, please protect everyone as well as you can. I've already made a great deal of myself to meddle in things I know I should not be. But to sit around and let ugly and evil thrive in this world, I couldn't permit. And it's going to snap their fingers, and y'all are all back in y'all's little room. And it's morning time.
Oh my god, okay.
Does April wake up to a corpse next to her?
Kind of the exact opposite. You wake up, there's no blood, there's no heavy breathing, there's no congestion, but you open your eyes, and when you look down at you, you notice that you awoke with like wearing full plate armor.
What the fuck? I'm sorry, that's so funny.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Sorry, that's funny.
April, is this some sort of prank that you're pulling on me?
No, I'm afraid not, and I kind of assumed it was something you thought you could protect yourself with. I wasn't quite sure what I assumed you were doing. But that's a interesting get up, I will say.
Yeah.
Well, perhaps it will do you well. And she'll kind of like get up, kind of like confused, but like, I'm gonna go prepare breakfast, something. It looks like you're doing better. So. And then yeah, you can level up now.
June is so
Just
confused. I thought it was
All of
June.
us, or just?
Nope, just her.
Okay, I thought so. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, I didn't level up last time because of but
Because he.
hee. Yeah.
Ooh.
Do I feel any, like, what do I feel? I feel anything different? Am I tripping? Like,
So you feel like up until this point, you've kind of been leading with your head, like using all this knowledge that you have been kind of acquiring, reading these books, kind of. But you feel like now, like a fresh breath, when you walk outside and that fresh morning dew that hits the first blade of grass, like that's what you feel like, and you feel like now, like you should be leading with your heart and your instincts, then rather than using all the knowledge that you've obtained. Maybe you should just trust in yourself and guide yourself that way.
okay.
And yeah, you can change your subclass.
I already had it. But thank
Okay.
you.
You're welcome. Oh, okay, well. Alrighty. So what's going on?
June's just sat in her bed, just looking down and just being like, "What the fuck is going on?" Like having like a minor like meltdown a little bit, but
June, you good? Are you gonna come get breakfast with us?
Look at me! Look!
Wait, what are you wearing?
Exactly as I'm.
Dimitri's
What
just
is it-
gonna like tap.
What does it
your,
look like?
Dimitri's gonna like tap your shoulder and just be like, "Well, don't. That's rude. Maybe it's some like Mineral Wells, Chattering Isles thing. You know."
Dimitri, I know her. She would never wear this.
Armor? That's ridiculous.
What is it? What does it look like? Like what colors? And
Yeah,
is
fuck.
there anything specific or?
It looks fucking stupid. It looks awful. It's so gross. What's it look like?
Cool. Can I send a picture, or do you have
No,
something in
just
mind
describe it.
specifically?
Just describe it.
Yeah, it's like black and green armor. Oh gosh, how did I originally describe this to you? Gosh, we talk so much in DMs. But yeah, it's like this black armor with a green trim.
Okay.
Like she still has like a little like skirt on underneath or whatever, because of course, like she has a little dress underneath. So it's like a little cute little like capey skirt kind of thing. But yeah, maybe like
Well-
some vine details and such.
Well, I do think green and black are your colors, so that works.
Yeah.
Can you move around in it? You're usually pretty weak.
And she's gonna like hop out of bed like probably a little too enthusiastically. She's like try like as soon as she like gets out of bed, she realizes like kind of like how well she feels. She's just gonna like do like a little like kick, like to see how far she can kick, basically. She's like, oh my gosh, hold on. And she's gonna like just go charging down the hallway. Like full sprint, just to see how fast she can go, basically.
Oh, I love it.
And she's just sprinting, just chugga.
Well, she does seem like she's in higher spirits today.
Oh my gosh, this is amazing. Well, June's always been amazing. This is fun.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. You know, it's nice to see some of these people around here smiling. I know they've been through so much.
These people? Just kidding.
Oh.
Yes, let's go eat. I'm starved after a long night of sleeping.
Yeah, Miss Kennedy makes good breakfast too. So. Okay.
So we're eating.
All right. Anyone else doing anything that's still in bed?
I'm gonna say June's running laps in the backyard.
I think Marvas is just kind of like groggily climbing out of bed. He just watched like green and black armor run down the hallway. He's just gonna
Fair.
get up and go eat breakfast.
Get up and go eat breakfast. All right. I would say your little buddies do that too. Funlack, Mads, y'all doing anything?
I think Funlack will probably watch that whole Finasco, not gonna worry about it, because June's June. But she'll get up and she'll go walk into the breakfast, or the dining room.
Go walk into the breakfast?
Walk into the breakfast.
Hey, get out of there. Cat's streaming. All right. So everyone is at the breakfast, the very one. Yeah.
Capital T.
Yeah.
Capital B.
So everyone's eating, having casual conversation. But then Narluke just goes. Once kind of everyone's somewhat done with their plates, I'll say June's already kind of come back in by now. Mostly done with their plates. Narluke goes, now, we'll be making our trek down to Corpus Christi tonight. So we'll be able to commune and see if they have any updates regarding any information once we get down there. But I just want to make sure before we head down there that everyone wants to come, correct? and everyone will go around the table saying yes. Including the Chin Yuans, you probably are surprised by Marvas. They apparently have agreed to go as well. Do y'all say anything?
Maz just holds up her axe. Go, yeah!
Dimitri, are you coming with us?
Okay, wait, hold on. Wait, well, actually, pause. DM question: is Corpus Christi like where is it on the island of Mineral Wells? Is it like on the eastern coast, western coast?
Let's see if my world map is. There we go. Oh no, not with that. I want my Chattering Isles map. The world map's too big. Okay. All right. So let me pull up my Chattering Isles map. Might take a minute to load because it's huge. So Mineral Wells. This is where y'all are. Right here. Where this dot is, like on the southern tip, that's where Corpus Christi is.
Okay. Gotcha.
Anything else?
So it's on the same island?
Okay. So who said that? Who was saying that they were going to like Corpus Christi? Like who was confirming that?
Narlook.
Okay. Okay, with all due respect, Mr. Narlook, after all the tensions and everything that happened yesterday, we kept getting reprimanded for not going straight to Canton, but now we're like, oh, let's go to Corpus Christi, like...
Well,
No, we need to go to Canton.
Yeah. Is that not what I said? What did I say?
You did. I'm also on your side with this.
Yeah.
Let's just say Amorima told me.
Aw.
well, while I do agree, there's probably not going to be any Canton to go to if they make it past Mineral Wells. Plus, the only way to Canton from this point, unless you want to go back through the dock webs, but is going to be through the ports of Corpus Christi.
Oh, well, if going to the port, is that faster than us going through the caves? Or whatever?
Well, if you went through the caves, you would have to get to one of the other islands because the dock webs don't make it to Canton itself. They make it to some of these other islands, and you would have to take a port from there, which would take even longer. And by then, those islands might have already been taken over as well.
Oh, then
I'm sitting here and fighting. That's what I was trying to get across yesterday, but every time I kind of try and brought that up, you guys are like, oh no, you need to go to Canton and deliver the book. Like, I don't mind. I literally told Fun yesterday I want to sit here and fight somebody, okay? Like, so, like, I'm not opposed to going and dinking the heads of some ding-dong Olandians or whatever. No offense, Himeros. But, like...
None taken.
It felt like yesterday, oh, you guys were like, oh, you silly kids, you need to go to Canton, and now you're like telling us like, oh, don't go to Canton, go to Corpus Christi, you know? Like, I don't know.
You do need to go to Canton. That has not changed.
Okay.
And regardless of how silly you were, that's a different discussion about a different topic.
Sure.
Yeah, June, we gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta get on the port, and we gotta get to Canton. Very
Okay. Yeah, sure. And then just gonna like shove like 4 more eggs, like spoonfuls of eggs in her mouth, like they're like, This is probably like the most you've probably seen June eat too. Like up until this point, she's probably been like picking at stuff like a little bird, like there's no attitude. And this is like the first time you've seen her like fully like eating just like like little goblin mode. Like probably right there next to Marvas' little goblin friend, just like also just
Did y'all want to do anything else?
I think Funlack will kind of step up. She's been trying to be quiet, but all due respect, June had offered to be our guide to Canton, and I think that is how we are going to continue our journey. So, whichever, unless you have if that's all the information that you are willing to give us, I think it is June's decision which route we go.
I mean, we're gonna have to get on a boat eventually anyways, right? I mean, because the dark webs don't take us all the way there, so we may as well get on the boat sooner rather than later. Sorry, Marvas. But, I guess that would, be our best bet regardless, so...
Oh, you know what I could do?
Yes, just to recap everyone. The dark webs connects this, 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 and this. Those are what the dark webs connect.
Okay.
This is where y'all gotta go.
Yeah.
I mean,
We need to go with them to get on the boat. Period.
I heard there's a boat. I like
Yeah.
boats.
we're gonna have to get on a boat eventually, so...
Yeah. And it's
Unless we
Yeah.
want to do the thing that I was talking to you about last night, fun luck. But I don't know.
wait. What is this? What do you mean? I was not there.
No. Oh, I mean, I can tell you later. But
Okay.
we can just get on the boat and make our way happy way to Little Canton. I know we've been trying to avoid the water because we haven't had the best track record
Okay.
with boats so far. But
Oh, that's also true, actually. DM, I'm gonna cast a spell.
Yeah?
I'm gonna pull out my book, and I'm going to try to use this new... I'm gonna still be casting... Where the fuck is it? Augury, right?
Okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna say... Basically, I'm asking my book if we should go this route. Or, like, how the waters are going to be as we sail.
The waters as you sail? Like, that's what you're asking it?
Yeah, because I'm assuming we're going to Mineral Wells, right?
or minerals.
You are Mineral Wells.
Where's the dock
Corpus
at?
Christi.
The dock is
Sorry.
Mineral Wells is the island state. Y'all are currently at the Kennedy farm, and the city that you got to go to is Corpus Christi. That's the name of the city on Mineral Wells. It's their capital.
Oh, gotcha.
It's their capital city, and that
Yeah, so I
city
wanna-
has a port on it.
Yeah, so I want to see, like, once we get to the port, how the waters are going to be selling to Ken.
Sailing to Canton, so
Yeah.
assuming that like you survive this battle that you know is coming and this, that, the other.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or, like, asking if that's the right way we should go, like, towards...
Oh.
Christi.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So that's what I ask Amorma.
Okay. So your book, it does the normal thing. It kind of floats up, opens in front of you. The pages flitter, of course. But as they do, you notice that this time you're compelled to like put your hand and stop one of the pages. And as you do, they light up in their gold, and you start moving your fingers across it. And it had said the group were going to go through the dark webs, go to Marble Falls, and realize that there was no ports that were not under Olandian control to take over. And as you're moving your finger, you don't even realize the words start shifting, and it says, though it was a rough night, the party did procure a ship, and even though the Thathume waves were harsh and unrelenting, what the party had just faced and went through together was not any more difficult than what they are going through at the moment.
Are you aware that
Okay.
Marble Falls is Olandian rule? That's not one of the islands that they told us,
Well,
Nope.
now we know.
right? Okay, now we know. Cool. Gotcha.
So I'm gonna say,
I thought so.
like said, We definitely
It's
need to go.
pretty implied that like
Yeah.
it's almost like
It's
you
weird.
changed the outcome of what you were going to do.
Work. I love that. Yeah, so I'll kind of report that and I'll say, hey, shit's gonna go down. And I know shit's gonna go down, but this is our best way of grabbing a bow and going to Canton.
So, let me understand this. Are you wanting us to all together travel to the port?
Yes. We have to.
Narlook will kind of like look at Funlack and Himeros and just be like, frankly, what we're going to try to do, if you do decide to come this way, we will try to make as much room for y'all as possible and try to get y'all through the battle and off sailing to Canton. And we will do our best to either hold them off or, hopefully, best case scenario, win the war. Or at least the battle for now.
So,
But regardless, we will try to make you get clear to get y'all to the port and make as much time and effort to get y'all on your way.
I thought the whole point of our smaller party traveling with the book was so you would not be associated with having it. So all traveling in a group, does that not pinpoint us as the target? Would it not make more sense for us to sneak behind?
We won't be going with you on the ship, unfortunately. It will just be up to y'all on the waves.
Aye, but do you want us to travel all in one group there, knowing that you're going to be battling, and then protecting us, which will alert the enemy that we are people of interest, because
Well, if everything goes according to plan, they won't notice you at all. That is why y'all are a smaller group. Yeah, we're gonna be more of a distraction than anything else.
When are we supposed
So
to
you're
leave?
not wanting us to fight. You don't want us to fight. You want us to leave you guys behind.
If it comes
guys
to
are-
that, then yes, you will have to make that decision.
I don't like that decision.
We're gonna have to fight. We're gonna have
Okay,
to
good.
fight and escape. I seen it. I tells yous.
I want to fight. I'm just pissed off that they were telling us all yesterday that we need to leave, and now they're telling us that we gotta fight. Even though I wanted to fight to start with, but now they're telling me that I gotta fight, even though I asked them. They're like, no,
Oh
now
my
you're telling
God.
me I have to.
You, I get where you guys are coming from, but like, I just, can you guys trust me?
Well, of course I trust you.
Then let's go. Our plan A is we find a ship and we get out of there. Our plan B, we fight our way out of there. That's as simple as it gets. But I can tell you right now, I saw in my book, there are no other ports available to us. We need to jump on this as soon as we can.
Okay.
And I know it sucks, but it is what it is. So when do we leave?
We best be leaving as soon as possible.
Perfect. I'll get my things. Dimitri, come.
Alright. Yeah, he would follow you, kind of get everything situated. Does anyone else want to do anything?
This kind of maybe something I have to DM you, but in terms of like with my new class or whatever and weapon, would that like also be magically with me, or was I have to hunt?
Yeah,
one
yeah,
of these
that's
down?
fine. Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, and she got a new weapon?
Yeah. I was gonna say, what's
Yeah.
fine? Is it with me, or do I have to find
Yeah, no, that's fine. You
my,
can-
like,
you-
my shed in the backyard?
No,
Is it this or this? Yes.
Yeah, no, you have it with you. That's
Okay,
fine.
okay, cool. I just want to make sure. Yay.
I was gonna do something cool, but since you wanna jump
Well, I
the
just
gun,
wanted to make sure I didn't want to like leave the house. I didn't want to leave the house without my wallet and keys. You know,
You have it with you. That's fine. You have a weapon.
Something not jumping the gun.
Something you
is the boom boom gun.
Don't give me
something you wouldn't have ever thought to be keys or a wallet that you would have ever had to thought have leaving home. All of a sudden you have with you. Yes.
No,
right.
well, that's what I was saying. I don't know if it was like something. Okay, you know what? Fine, be that way. It's not nice. You're being mean to me. You're bullying me.
All right. Does anyone want to do anything else?
I think on the way out, Marvas is gonna kind of pull Rem to the side and be like, if anything happens, I need you to get all three of you out. Be safe.
Oh, did my internet die?
No.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
Oh, did
no.
Brandon's internet die?
Brandon and David.
Yeah, I saw David's face
Oh
already.
my god.
Uh-oh. There goes Kenku too. Oh no. Oh no.
Okay, that was weird. I don't know what
Our
happened.
David
Yeah,
is
I
still
think that for a
frozen.
second. Oh
That is so funny.
Yeah, that was weird. I wonder what happened.
no. Oh no.
Okay, yeah, but sorry, does anyone want to do anything else?
Yeah.
Did it fuck up the stream at all, or no? Was it just on my end?
I think it was just your
It-
end, but
it moved
I
around
think
for
Bear
a
was
minute.
trying to roleplay with you, and then your internet died.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Okay, Marvis, you wanted to do something?
Yeah.
Sure.
So on the way out, Marvis is gonna pull Rem aside and say, if anything bad happens, I need you to get the three of you out. I need you guys to be safe.
Well, of course, you know. But, nothing bad will happen. We have very good luck. I mean, we found it here. Kind of by accident, actually. What are the chances that all of Vivacea we just sort of mushroomed here? We'll be fine. Don't worry so much.
Okay, I trust you. He's gonna follow everybody else out.
Anyone else doing anything else? Doing things? Things to wings?
Nope.
No?
Jin's gonna just give Fun like a look, just like, can you fucking believe these guys? But that's pretty much it. Just.
Probably gives the same look.
Okay. Alright, so y'all travel, you have your bags, weapons, all that fun stuff. And it takes probably about like 4 to 5 hours traveling there.
Oh, wow.
But you make it to this large clearing. You smell the salt water and the fresh breeze of the ocean brushing against your face, against the Fathume waves, as you look out into this big city, but by no means even close to coming in stature similar to Holland for Himeros, but big as far as like the Chattering Isles kind of goes, with ports kind of like on the edge of the water, with a bunch of ships going in and out, and it seems loud. There's a pretty big wall that kind of blocks majority of these bigger buildings inside the city, but with a lot of other buildings and smaller housing and stuff like that on the outside of the wall. And this is Corpus Christi.
Pretty.
What'd you say?
Pretty.
Yeah, it's
pretty.
cool.
So here, I'll show you all a better map of Corpus Christi. Oh,
Oh, wow. That was
super zoomed in for me. Okay,
for me.
So that's Corpus Christi. That's a map. But before that, you make it to this city gate. And you notice there's like just 2 guards standing out beside it. It's a same overcasty kind of sky. And one of them stops you and they go, "And what is y'all's business with Corpus Christi this evening?"
Is it just us, or is it like the whole
No,
entire
they're-
group?
They're all there.
Okay, gotcha.
I don't know why I didn't add them.
Shouldn't one of them talk? I feel like they should be the talkers here.
Yeah, I'm gonna add Narlook real fast.
Yeah.
Just pretend they're all there.
Yeah.
But yeah, Narlook walks up and he just goes, well, yeah, we do actually have some business here in the city." And then you know this Caitlin pops up and she goes, "Will you do us a favor, dear, and would you let us through?" And they go, "Right away, Miss Kennedy." And they kind of step to the side, and as y'all are walking kind of forward with Caitlin at the charge, you hear like just a bunch of like just loud footsteps happening behind you, and y'all all see like just not a ton, but like a good dozen or so lizard folk, kind of dressed in like furs and hides and different kind of leathers, wearing spears and clubs, wielding spears and clubs, sorry, that kind of come behind you. And as that is happening, as they all walk up, you notice they're all like right there. And you notice Theo is kind of peeks through the rest of them, and he goes, "Oh, well, I could have guessed that, of course, you made it here. It's good to see you again."
Nice to see you too, Theo. What are you doing here?
Things are going relatively well. The old land still hasn't been able to find the skill grove, so Jigsaw thought it would be a good idea, since we know that this was happening, to send a few warriors and druids down to Corpus Christi to help them out. And even though I'm not the most capable of fighter, I do know my way around medicine, so I was going to offer some assistance in the infirmary. Aren't you all supposed to be in Corpus Christi, in Canton?
Everybody keeps saying that.
You're not the first one. You certainly aren't the last. We had to take a detour.
Seems like these islands are just full of detours, unfortunately. Even more so than Joropo, but I digress. Do take care of yourself. Hopefully you'll be able to make it off the island before anything bad happens. And like the group of the lizard folk, Theo shows like this parchment that the guard looks at, and they kind of nod their head, and the lizard folk kind of make their way through. Into the city proper. Y'all, anyone do anything?
Following
Yeah, just following.
upwards.
Yeah.
Let's look for the port, guys. We should go to the
We're in the
port.
port.
I can sniff out a port.
No,
This is my.
Yeah.
we're in the city, but we need to go directly to the port to find a boat.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
Alrighty. Let's see. Where is my? Oh, here. Sorry. There's a lot of different maps right now. So
What is happening on the screen? That was.
someone's clicking stuff. Okay. So y'all make it to Corpus Christi. The first thing y'all see is this giant building, and on the outside it says Parkland Hospital. So past that, there is like different areas. There's a temple district, city hall. There is a pier over here, and there's also the shipyard over here. So if y'all wanted to go to the pier, the closest one would probably be this one right here, going through the temple district.
Yeah, we should probably go there, guys. What do you think? Are we like all looking at a map? I'm guessing.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I'm saying there's probably like signs or something.
Are these like not?
Those are more for like kind of just getting from like here to here, or
Okay.
here to here. Like they're more like smaller.
Gotcha.
Like they're very small ports. Like you get like from just like crossing one side to the other.
Okay.
Here, we'll finish up right now, Abby.
Okay.
So y'all make it. I'm gonna say like we'll just kind of expedite it. Y'all kind of go through the hospital. Kinsley and a few other people, like the Kennedys, they kind of all separate. Everyone kind of separates except for the party. They kind of go do their own thing. And when y'all make it to that port, you notice that there are some ships in the water, and the waves are getting more rocky. And you notice that, well, everyone make a perception check.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. I feel like this is like, we haven't rolled that much this session.
Yeah, I realized
21.
that too. I was expecting y'all to roll a lot more insight
21,
checks to see if people were
Oh my gosh,
lying.
I also got a 21.
I don't got disadvantage anymore.
You said perception?
Yeah, perception, please.
Oh, that's your fucking armor work.
Oh.
Hee.
Hold on, I'll tell you in 3.
What makes them
3 minutes.
AI art for you?
19.
Oh, we rolled.
19. Yeah, everyone rolled really well. So everyone notices that off to the distance,
Oh.
like y'all are trying to see, like a lot of these ships kind of like aren't really docking. It looks like they're kind of going out, and it looks like this pier was more like there's like a lot of like cannons and like gunpowder, and it looks like they were like preparing, like loading the ships more with weapons more so than they were with like actual supplies and like cargo and stuff.
Like they're getting
So-
a navy ready kind of thing?
Yeah, and you notice off in the corner, some of those ships are not Chattering Isles ships at all.
Are they
What are they?
Orlandian?
I mean, Himeros would definitely know that it's the symbol of the Orlandian Empire.
Wouldn't we have all recognized that? Because we did see so much Orlandian.
I don't know if y'all have seen their symbol,
Their
though.
ships?
Yeah, or like
I
their
thought we
ships.
saw.
or their-
I thought
or their-
like the first episode when we were leaving,
Oh,
we
yeah,
saw
I
like
guess
a
you
flag.
did. Yeah,
We're
yeah,
really,
you
really
did.
far away though.
Yeah.
No, I rolled
Anyways,
for it.
I
remember.
tell you guys, those are Orlandian ships.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like, I think y'all did definitely see a ship. Anyways, that's the symbol y'all see on flying the flag on the ships. So,
Oh no, they're here.
yeah.
Do I have any like crazy spells I can do?
So, and you notice,
Spells like it's just.
like as you're on the pier, that looks like you start hearing and like cannons are going off, and it looks like some of the ships are already gotten into combat, but it does look like some of these ships also have slipped through. One particularly slipped through really quick, and it looks like they're kind of going to like some of the other ports, but like the one that you're standing on, a ship literally just gets right up on you. And as you make it to the pier, get a closer look on this ship, you notice that Rim, V, and Ellie are all standing right there too, kind of like mumbling amongst each other as well. And then a few figures get off the ship.
Oh, cool.
They're Orlandian soldiers.
Oh, never mind.
So, yeah, I guess we should probably end it here though tonight, because we did run it over a little late because we were running a little late. So let's go ahead and end it here. That sounds like a good spot, right?
We can try and game plan, you guys.
I don't know how much time you got game plan. They're like right there. But do y'all want to see what happened in the span of like, I would say about 15, 20, maybe 30 minutes at the most?
We got here?
Yikes.
Oh.
So that's where y'all are. That's y'all's token.
Oh
And
boy.
These are-
out of advantage.
yeah, and then these are that's the flag for the Chattering Isles. So I marked which one's which and like who's in combat with who, and I added auras. So like, let's say that this, like, depending on how y'all do combat and what directions y'all take and who goes where, blah 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 blah. How many people you save, how many people don't, depends on how many people in each unit die and or safe. So auras will start changing colors as well. As you can see, that one's now red because more people have died. And if it's like a decent amount of people died, they'll be like yellow. Like it's going to change based on that. And each combat encounter, I'm going to change everything depending on what's happening.
Oh, damn.
So good luck, everybody.
Oh my god.
So
The wizard!
Let's go on an adventure.
Fire!
Woo!
Have you seen my sword?
Someone find my sword! Can you feel it calling? It whispers in the breeze.
An ancient sword of siren shivers in the trees.
A shanty sung by heroines and heroes lost to time.
It promises adventures for those who pay it love.
Add advantage to your roll, though the journey takes its toll. We shall stay hardy, friends remain while facing